Not yet.
No, he
The
didn't
stream
give
has
birth.
begun.
Alfred did.
Why?
So,
okay,
last
okay,
time,
Okay. So, okay.
we
just
learned a
before-
lot.
In particular, Sasha just learned that apparently Alfred has given birth to a bunch of mini Shrikes.
Human birth isn't
Why?
really the right.
Well, Sasha
the right
doesn't
word for
exist
it, though.
right
More
now.
like spawn.
Yeah, Sasha is really, really zoned out.
No, you literally don't exist.
Ah! Ah!
No,
So,
not
Sasha.
existing. My one weakness.
Yep.
You recover from your temporary non-existence issue.
Okay, where do I snap back into the realm of the living?
Snap back to reality.
You had to wake up inside because you couldn't wake up.
Like, he's never left the ship. We're all on the ship. Seems kind of like a sensible place.
Oh, one more thing that we learned last game that we forgot to mention.
Yeah, it would make sense that you're all on the ship.
A list of things, a list of compliances you must meet if you wish to meet the Immortal Emperor and not be executed.
How long was it again?
Like 200 things.
It's like several minutes worth of printing paper.
200 pages, yeah.
Including but not limited to don't blink, don't twitch, don't give him bad news, dress a certain way.
Make sure that your scales are properly cared for.
I've heard of a sword named Excalibur who also had a list of things like that that would determine the worthy one to wield him. He's been collecting dust for 3,000 years.
The Emperor is a lonely man.
Well, the Emperor doesn't collect dust, he collects corpses.
Yeah.
Also, he has a pet.
Alright.
I just
Alright, the
imagined,
chugs.
I just imagined basically the air of this planet, instead of little motes of dust, whenever the sun shines through the atmosphere, you suddenly see corpses flying through the air, fairly corporeal. And dust, when it settles on the floor, it's like doing that little white
Basically Newton, though.
outline on the floor as if like from a crime scene. Somebody goes, "Oh, you have a lot of corpses on the floor." Yeah.
Hello.
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 Welcome.
Hi.
I imagine one of the items on the list is that the Emperor's pet must not disapprove of you either. So it's like you can meet every item on the list, but if the pet's just like growls at you, it's like, oh well, spoken.
Yeah,
Bye.
we more or
Yes.
less just decided that we just shouldn't deal with the Emperor as much as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Pretty
one of the
much.
parts is basically like your flatulence must be exactly in the key of
Oh no, that's an
C,
instant
no
execution.
higher numbers. Oh, okay. So,
It's a good thing I'm a skeleton.
So here are the things Sasha has to meet the quota of. Some questions. I don't know how many Freeze probably does. Also, a piece of something, anything really, that you think dignifies you as royalty or nobility.
well,
'cause we all
did
got one.
supply these to the people before we landed.
Not like paperwork. I mean like an item, like a sash or a crown or 420 children. You know, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
That's why
Or 42
Alfred
children.
spawned-
Yeah, 42.
Yeah, that's why Alfred spawned all the mini Shrikes, because he's a bug. In order to be considered royal or a queen, he must have an entourage of mini-me's.
Of what?
Mini-me's.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so Stroik has a small army with a hive mind attached.
There's also no actual justification for any of this.
No, we just wanted to cosplay as nobility.
Well, the better question is, do we have a person who can potentially go through the execution, survive, and live to tell the tale?
Stroik.
Alfred.
Alfred, yeah.
What about Jazz?
What about Jazz?
Can she survive an execution? Well, can they survive an execution?
Depends on how the execution works.
I know the head is blobby, but I'm pretty sure the rest of the body is actually like meat and bones and stuff.
It's slime filled.
It's full of slime, but that doesn't mean that a part of it's supposed to be chopped off.
So I take back that Shrike could survive. I was thinking more about the one quality I keep talking about, where Shrike can just have their head chopped off and not die. So with that, they could survive. But they don't have that yet.
And Alfred, as far as Alfred's sentience is concerned, we're still not sure where exactly that is. It could be the nanobots, it could be in his head. But either way, he can be taken apart and put back together, so.
I thought a whole royal disguise though is just because this is a civilization where if you're not a royalty and someone finds you in the street, they can just force you into servitude right then and there, and you have no legal recourses.
Yeah. Oh, and one other thing.
That's the reason why we all got that like royalty kind of feeling.
Well, everyone but Alfred. Alfred opted not to be royalty because he's a servant. He didn't feel it would be good.
Yeah, so Alfred can go nowhere on their own.
Yep.
So
Which means
Sasha,
that I can't be the king.
Sasha becomes corporeal. Where?
On the ship with everyone else.
So if you're curious, the local fashion on the planet is watermelons.
Oh yeah,
Right.
at least for coloring. That's right.
Watermelons like people get dressed in colors that resemble watermelons.
Yeah.
People graft watermelons instead of their eyes, or what?
Yeah, like I randomly rolled 2 colors, and they happened to be the inside and outside colors of watermelon.
Yeah, like a red, pink, and a green. Like,
So now,
Watermelon.
Milk and the Babylon have 3D printed crowns with like green gems in them.
Yes. The
I
one
don't
is-
think the Babylon monster even has an ability paper, he just has the crown.
ability by
Right,
association.
So speaking of the monsters, so I may ask a question about any creature. Well, I think it would be way more logical to ask questions about a creature that we definitely don't want to meet in person and definitely don't want to learn about on our own skin and bones.
Well, that would be the Flare Drainer, Twist Creature, Swarm Kraken,
Well,
I
I
think
think-
Yeti Drake.
You should probably figure out all the things that we already know before making any decisions.
Yeah, I listed them somewhere up in the channel.
And
Yeah,
some of
it's
those were
just-
wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, so as Sasha lies on the floor in a semi-mangled shape, trying to recover control of his faculties, he hears voices mumbling, talking, yelling into his ears, telling him all that everyone has already learned.
that is handy. I like that. That is totally in Sasha character.
for the record, I take 2/3 of the credit.
Yeah, so what did you learn so far? So I can go through. Okay, Swarm Kraken are hive minds, dominant life form, twist creatures a shapeshifter that can twist to any side. Spike dominators, light spike quadruped.
First thing, Yeti Drake is not a dragon. It's a dragonoid.
Oh,
It's a Noid?
Oh no!
avoid.
Is that one of the 9th mythical creature? The
Yeah,
actual
right.
Noid. It's on every planet.
Okay,
It's like the 3
so-
common heroes.
Alright, so I'd like to ask first of all a question about the twist creature. The twist. So a question about her. Is there a surefire? Well, what is a surefire and convenient way to determine whether the creature that we see is the twist creature taken shape?
The fact that it's the twist creature.
Yeah, I mean, you'll probably look at it and see a bunch of things twisting. It
The
seems
twist
like
creature
it's a
is
tornado.
not a shapeshifter.
Oh,
Okay. So it's
which
a
one was the
resize.
one that can shrink and grow though?
That was the twist creature.
Oh, okay, not a shapeshifter, but a size changer. Okay.
Like, it can change the shape that it takes up, but it can't shapeshift.
dense and mass and density too. Yeah.
Well, that's one question down. Yay! Right,
So I remember
next
No.
question.
specifically.
That
I
does
don't
not
know,
take a
I-
question because you already know that.
All right. So,
Yeah.
all right then. Question number 9. Number 1. Take 2. How can we get to help the clay shift? How do we get the clay shifter to help our cause? Well, that is learning more about it, not killing anyone, not dying, etc., etc.
I have a question.
I
Are
th-
these questions being asked by Sasha himself to Paulina, or is this us as the players asking questions of fate of
Well,
views?
I imagine basically Sasha lying Mangle just saying, why? I
Well,
see this
one of
screen.
them
Why do-
is
I-
him, like, doing research. One is him asking around. One is just his knowledge.
Yeah.
And
this
the
is
other was... What was the other one?
Internet?
No, we already got that one.
Him having better lore than
And
the
the
other
other
guys
one
who
is
did
Investigate.
premonition.
Library.
Looking through books.
Okay.
So
Alright,
I
so-
think this is more just a metaphor for the ambient. Like, what did we find while looking for stuff?
Yeah, all right. So first question is about a clay shifter. How can we get on his good side to basically get him to help us?
Alright, well, you actually hear some rumors that the clay shifter, when he's not going around performing pranks, he's actually very helpful if you just ask. As long as you can figure out who he is.
We get to ask the guy who's standing next to the clay shifter. It's like, oh, clay shifter, will you help us on our cause? The clay shifter's like, dude.
No,
All right then.
that's not me.
And he
Okay.
walks away.
How can we? Okay. How can we? Is what is an easy and affordable way to determine to basically see the clay shifter beyond the disguise of the clay shifter?
The clay shifter always feels like clay.
touch all the
Okay,
people.
that's good. Hug
Touch.
everybody in the market area.
Yeah, that won't cause any attention. We
Yeah, you
walk
just
out
gotta
with a
go
sign
into
that
the
says free
marketplace and touch all the street performers.
Alfred will give everybody a-
Performance.
hugs. Alfred will make everybody t-shirts that say free hugs.
So this brings up an interesting point. So it wasn't clarified at any point. Feel free not to clarify it now if you feel it as an extra question. But does this mean, despite the fact that it can change like size, shape, not mass and density, but does this mean it can also change color?
The clay shifter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, it's basically the thing.
He mixes in some other colored clay.
All right.
So 2 more questions. And as a reminder, Shrine Emulator file has been closed, but you can open it.
Oh, what was it closed on?
Basically, just me seeing it and bringing back coming back and telling, hey, I've seen it.
And then say,
And other than everybody drew pictures of it, except they basically just drew pictures of fire.
because that's what it looks like.
And also because we rolled low.
Yeah. So
As
basically-
Sasha learns about it, he winces and quickly changes topic. So, no, I'm not going to reopen it.
Like, our evidence for the Shrine Emulator is basically the pictures out of the Slenderman game. Just a sprawling of fire and then, "It's real!" written in double underlines. And it's like, oh! Done and done.
Sasha basically goes, "Nope, I've done my fair share of cleaning in the library, not doing that again." Right. So, the question number 3.
And now you
Sasha
know, all
basically-
you need to do in order to get these people to actually do their job is not exist.
Sasha sighs, and a light smile appears on his face. But
You
then,
ready
but then he turns to everybody else, and goes, "Okay, I think I know that. All right, and I'd like to ask a question about. Okay,
I better check to see if this is Sasha or the clay creature. Shifter.
hugs." Actually, Sasha is very receptive to hugs right now.
Can I roll
Alright.
to see if that's the case?
Roll if I'm receptive to hugs.
Empathy.
Yeah, make an
I mean,
investigate.
I've that's the
That would
whole
totally be
deal.
empathy. Yes.
I've got high empathy because I'm a butler.
It depends on what
If
your
I know
approach
he-
is.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens. Because if I know that Sasha needs a hug, I'm probably just gonna hug him.
See, investigate. Perform an experiment and find the result.
I was half joking, but do you actually want me to do that?
No.
Okay,
Yes.
roll. Man.
No, don't even roll now. He wants a hug.
Did he just ask for one, or did he just say yes out of context?
Sasha basically goes, "Let's provide an empirical conclusion to this."
I glomp Sasha.
It is universal law that skeletons can't glomp anything.
It's
Not
like
since
being
the
lumped
accident.
by-
Yeah.
Not since the war. The Magna Carta won't allow it.
Apparently, Five Nights at Freddy's is actually canon in this universe, and they were just misunderstood. Skeletons.
Yep.
I mean, that's basically canon, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
It's like,
Alright, the
Okay.
question number 3. How do we, how do you keep the twist creature away?
stay out of its area.
Well, I mean, if it tries to go to you, how do you deter
Clench
it? How do you
tightly.
scare it away?
The
One
twist creature
sprinkle.
is able to get through any obstacle.
Well,
There is
well,
nothing that it can't squeeze through.
well, I
There-
mean, how do you scare it away? Basically, is there some kind of a substance that it doesn't like?
There's an implication in a previous clue that
Huh?
it loves to it loves to kill. Like, the prey that it loves the most are people that run away.
Okay,
And the implication there that I'm receiving is what happens if you stand up to it.
I must not fear. Fear is the twist creature.
But this is just an implication.
What I'm getting is that whenever we meet it, all we need to do is do the twist.
You wouldn't
And then
want
it'll be
to
like dance off.
try to threaten it, because then it would just kill you.
Yeah, but a dance off.
If you wanted to like avoid it killing you, the best bet would be to resign yourself to your fate and just give up. So that's when you
Make
become
it-
boring.
Yeah.
So yeah, the twist creature's weakness would be boredom.
Well, I mean, I already got it covered. Yeah.
If boredom is required of me, I can be boredom.
It's just like you seek it out, ask it a bunch of questions, like, this guy.
Hey, what's up? Fill out this survey. Let us know exactly what you are. We'll see you in a couple of days. Bye.
Alright, final question.
All right. Yeah. So, how do we? Okay. I suppose I should ask something about the flare drainer because that is really, really nasty. Yeah. How do you? Yeah, is your internet being a poop butt? That is certainly a question I need to ask, but not now. Alright. How do we... Yeah, how do you resist and kill the flare drainer?
Well,
thought
nobody
one of our
has actually seen it, but people have confirmed by trying that turning around and closing your eyes is not enough to block the light.
Yeah, of course, it's not CSGO.
Like a known distance or anything to at which the like a known range,
Around the next corner.
2 corners.
You must hone your senses, rob yourself of the useless, and raise the others. Gouge your own eyes out.
Yeah, that would work. I'm fairly sure.
If you don't have eyes, then you can't be blinded.
Okay, which one of us doesn't have eyes? Jazz, do you have eyes?
It's a good question.
Alfred
Octos-
probably.
some sort.
Alfred doesn't have eyes.
Maybe Sroik, I'm not sure.
Sroik has compound eyes. Sroik would be the worst person to go after the flare
Oh
drainer.
no!
Fair.
All of the eyes burning.
But Jazz actually doesn't have eyes, isn't that right?
Okay, so apparently, if we split the party, as in, okay, so yeah, so basically, Sasha gathers the party and relays to them this kind of information about, first of all, about finding Clay Shifter and getting on his good side. Second of all, about dealing with Twist Creature, and third of all, about the fact that Flare Drainer is probably loses a lot of his sense of surprise against the creatures that don't have eyes. So apparently, Sashin concludes, if we split our party in 3 groups, one to find the Clay Shifter, another to investigate the Twist Creature, and one more to learn more and probably assassinate the Flare Drainer, we might succeed. And the only
Isn't it against your directives?
Yeah. I was gonna ask, like, wasn't like literally one of the 3 rules you gave us to not kill? I don't think if you asked Strike at this point to kill something that they would even follow that direct objective, because they've already been tested a bunch with Milk trying to bend the rules. So they've hardened at this point. It's like, nope, we've set the rules. That's what they are. No changing.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell. It seems more like we're not supposed to kill innocent creatures.
Yeah,
No, technically
yeah,
speaking, according to the rule, we're not even supposed to interact with anything. We're just supposed to document.
Yeah, you're just
So-
researchers.
The 3 rules that Strike was given, or then Strike repeated them back as to what rules they interpreted them as is, it's like, find out about myths, don't kill and don't die. It's like as simple as that. It's like learn,
A pride
don't kill,
tear
don't die.
A bright tear appears in the corner of Sasha's eye, and he mutters to himself, I don't know what has happened, but they apparently finally became an actual research group.
And despite that, still killed someone last game.
The
But
only thing that
it's
you
legal.
are technically permitted to do on these planets, other than observe, is capture the mythological creatures if you can, to bring them back for further research.
So out of character, I don't know if Stroik would push this topic, but Stroik is, or I would be most interested in Stroik pursuing the Toast Creature.
Oh, well, you are a resilient cockroach being. So yeah, if anyone could survive the harsh winds, it's certainly you.
The Toast Creature also likes to attack its prey by going inside of them, and Stroik has a canonically a 100% effective digestive system, and doesn't really have an exit hole.
Oh dear. Alright, so how many people are there in our party right now?
7.
7. So that's 2.
And Jimothy has other
3.
plans for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
don't forget
so-
Jimothy's fate coins.
By the way, let me know whenever the
I
the
guess
real
I
roleplay
can
begins.
update everyone's fate points.
Yeah, give me more.
Oh yeah. Indeed.
Jimothy,
Oh.
4. Hank. Bonk. Boonk.
Milk.
I feel lucky.
Sasha, 3. Bep. That one doesn't get a sound effect. Does anybody have 3 that should have 4? No. Fate is accounted for.
Let's see if Stroik hits double digits today.
I think I already had double digits last game. 10 of them, yeah.
Oh, I thought you had 9.
Eh. Appreciate the encouragement, though.
Yeah, Stroik
Right,
is starting
so-
a collection.
So whenever Sasha actually starts talking, Alfred will actually want to meet him.
We'll actually
What?
want to what?
Meet Sasha. Because
Oh,
they haven't been introduced yet.
Alright,
You just-
yes.
Yeah,
so
there's a
right-
skeleton
yes.
on the ship now.
So Sasha asks, how many people do we have on the ship now? 7 answers the skeleton from behind him. Sasha turns around, sees a skeleton. What do I roll to? Yeah, what do I roll to see if I keep my wits? I suppose
No.
it's will. So I don't keep my wits at all.
No. It's just a skeleton.
It's a skeleton. Yeah.
But it's not just a skeleton. It's a skeleton wearing a bowler cap and and something that looks like a suit.
Oh, it's okay then. Yeah.
He's also building up a collection of bones in his ribcage now, right?
Yeah. Well, in the chest cavity, which actually has quite a bit of space.
What?
But you can't see that.
Why?
More bones means more ways to reconfigure them.
I'm just imagining that answer cut short is like, why are you amassing more bones? Answer:
Yes,
more bones.
Yes. So Sasha turns to the skeleton, sees the skeleton. Somebody from the crew asks, "Okay, why do I have so many bones?" And skeleton nonchalantly replies, "More bones," and turns again to Sasha.
The good boy loves bones. I collect them.
The
What more do you need?
good boy? That is a very strange name for a dapper sir like yourself.
No. I'm not the good boy. I'm a servant of the good boy.
Yeah, Sasha knows about the good boy.
You don't know about the good
Now,
boy.
now
The good
I
boy at
remember.
the center of the universe.
Oh,
The-
yeah,
the
now I
good
remember.
buffer.
Yeah, the Borkening and all that. I didn't know it was. Well, I wasn't sure it was actually religion in your homelands.
No, it wasn't in my homeland. I met the good boy, and he freed me from my fleshly prison.
Oh,
And so now I serve him, and In serving him, I serve others. Speaking of, you seem to be taking charge here, and I've been trying to figure out for, a better part of a couple of days or so, who exactly is in charge here.
Well, I mean, apparently I've been incorporeal for some moments, so yeah.
All I was told is that somebody in here yelled a lot, and I take it to be you since you're taking charge here. So I need to ask you this question because I keep getting different answers from different people. What is our mission?
Oh dear. Yeah, so Sasha reiterates the mission to, what is your name again?
Alfred Humorous.
Oh, that's pleased to meet you. I'm Sasha Rukin, and Sasha extends his telekinetic hand for a handshake.
And I shake the hand. Charmed.
Yes, yeah. So our mission again is to
Not burn the onions.
Just have fun.
well, go along these planets. Study the mythical creatures. Study the myths of those mythical creatures. Don't die. Don't get anyone else killed, unless maybe it's in self-defense or something. So yeah, it's supposed to be a peaceful research mission.
Okay, that does make a little more sense than what I've been told. Something along the lines of going around researching, but also saving people from various monsters. Not that I'm opposed to such things, but...
Hey, Sasha, can you give me a notice roll?
Notice roll. I do not have notice. I do not have notice.
Never mind. Carry on.
Okay.
So I see we've landed already.
Yes, we've already done quite a bit of research, which you've already looked into. So I'm happy to say that we've, in your absence, we've actually been doing as you've asked.
Oh, that's wonderful. Can you let me see the files in a moment?
Yeah, certainly. And I get the files.
All right. Paulina, can you please give me the status on the newest news on this planet in the vicinity?
Recently, a strange group of people has arrived on the planet and asked a lot of weird questions of the populace.
Another one?
Another one?
Another one.
What is their composition?
And what's Paulina's mood?
Let's find out.
No.
If it's like sarcastic, which hides being helpful, that's what I want.
Alright, so today we've got moody, but many mistake it for being creative. Wavering. And assertive on the surface, but hesitant underneath.
I like that one because what it's five. Like,
I
what?
vote for 3 just for how hard that is to roleplay.
No!
Yes,
I kind of like
The
the
Raw has
simplicity of
decided.
wavering.
like
The Raw
this
has
is what's
decided.
going to happen if you're okay with it.
Ralph has decided. Number 3.
Yeah, we'll go with number 3.
You've brought it onto yourself, Mr. Game Master.
You will go out and collect this research when you're ready. That is, if you're okay with it.
Are you okay with it? I don't care. You will decide, maybe.
I love it.
The group appears to be you, probably.
Well, thanks.
Excellent. Now we have to research ourselves.
We're the myths. Full circle.
The
there's a gleam in Sasha's eye, and he takes out a scalpel. I can do that.
Was the gleam the scalpel?
I mean, I can research somebody.
Don't put a scalpel in your eye
Oh,
unless you
no.
really want to.
No, I mean, puts
Not even
out
then.
a scalpel. I mean, that doesn't mean that puts eye in the scalpel. No.
Shrike is tending to 42 children.
Oh yeah, we need that token.
Oh yeah, where's my...
Where's the Shrikeling token?
Is this what this is going to be? Think of the children and all that.
Yes.
Think of the children, all 42 of them. Oh no.
So, Shrike would be good for facing the twist creature, I think, but would also be good for finding the clay shifter, just based on number of hands.
That's true.
With access to.
Sure.
Yeah, the hive mind is really helpful for that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, Paulina, how much time do we have until we must leave this planet?
Like a week, I think it was.
Yeah,
Still
so
day
probably
one.
6 days.
Just under 1 week remains.
What is the probability
If you
that
can
we'll
handle
be
it.
forced? What is the probability that we'll be forced out of this planet by the locals?
Depends on the actions we take.
I
think
predict
if
no
we-
chance of this happening. I am programmed not to leave ahead of schedule.
Well, at least that is good.
Which
Right.
is
I
what
would,
I'm planning my shenanigans for the last day.
Alfred walks up and kind of steps forward and says, I would imagine that as long as we stay out of the way of the Emperor, we should probably be fine on this planet.
Yes, Sasha goes, we should probably do just that. We're on a research mission, we're not here on a visitation or something.
We're not here to destroy
Yeah.
cities or usurp any kings. Something I'm sure none of y'all have done before.
Yes. I suppose we should first go have a small group go and look for the clay shifter and ask him for any advice. Maybe even make a friend in here, while the rest of the group prepares. While the rest of us prepares to investigate the twist creature and the flare drainer.
Well, first one sounds like made for me.
Yeah, because basically first we have to like set off a team of 2 or 3 to go after the clay shifter, while the rest of us stay and prepare, because preparation is the key. And once we're all prepared, we rejoin back in the ship and then set off to investigate the flare drainer and the twist creature. With the yes.
If I may say so, there is also the Yeti Drake, which, from what I understand, is intelligent. Yeti Drake might even know something about the other creatures.
Well, it'd be kind of out of town, like a way off, as far as I understand it. So
True, but it is
And-
older than this civilization itself.
It's intelligent, but not necessarily benevolent.
Yes, and I also see the Spike Dominator on the way in the map.
which is entirely unintelligent as far as
Just an
know.
animal.
I can negotiate with the creatures if I need to, but actually, yes, that would probably be a good idea if we might go and try to negotiate with these 2 creatures first.
I bet we could capture a swarm kraken if you just sent a Babbler monster with a really strong fishing rod to the coast.
And it's at this point that you realize that the Babbler monster isn't here. Milk, can you give me an athletics roll?
Chase him down.
0.
Wow.
Would Stroik giving an athletics roll be any relevant to the situation?
No.
Okay.
Should I know what this is for?
Oh no.
Wow.
Fuse rolled 6.
Fuse went fast.
0 plus plus plus. Man, it's the exact opposite of mine.
I get the
Actually,
feeling,
the exact mirror. Yeah.
Yeah.
get the feeling you'll learn exactly what this is about the hard way.
All right, so you are now getting a new news report, courtesy of Paulina. You can see the Babbler monster is climbing the Imperial Palace.
Oh,
It
it's
is
King
carrying
Kong.
milk.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So, when you say climbing the palace, you said this place is very prone to a pyramid design, yeah?
Yeah, everything gets taller as you go inward.
And so the center is probably visible from everywhere else in the city,
Yes.
including, is there like a spire on the top? One might climb a needle-like
Of course.
statue? Of course.
Okay, when Sasha learns it, he goes quietly, why?
Strike volunteers to go talk them down, or see what's
Well,
up.
the Babbler monster is now an emperor. Good luck. Good luck. You won the game.
The Emperor's like, execute him. They're like, how?
How do you
I
get
don't
that so
know.
fast?
Do it.
You'll just make him madder.
King on the hill.
Yeah, so-
Why is
Strike
the
is
Babbler
able to-
monster's design so perfect for everything that I have it do?
It's going in a distinct direction and outstretching an arm. So,
The
Strike
Babbler monster does in fact meet all the requisites to meet the immortal emperor.
Okay, Sasha looks at it. Yeah, basically, if one goes out a little bit to look at the eliminators, it goes, Welp, I expect a full and detailed report from them when they go back.
Shouldn't we be concerned about our friend Milk? I don't know anything about the Babbler monster, but don't we want to save him?
Yeah, Sasha turns to Alfred and goes, well, I've been a Babbler monster in a sense. He can survive. If he doesn't survive, I expect Milk will more than make up for that.
Okay.
Yes. And now, excuse me, I have to go to my local quarters. Please pay no attention to the sound of my head hitting on the walls. And Sasha runs away.
As you wish.
So- Strike wants to volunteer to go and follow the Babbler monster. Probably talk to it. See what it's doing.
So after a short moment, you hear,
Mhm.
and then Sasha walks out of his quarters, stumbling a little bit. He goes,
Do you feel better?
All right.
Alright,
so-
Sasha, can you roll physique against yourself?
Well,
Alright, now defend.
what do I use to defend?
Physique.
Physique.
It's a tie.
You take no damage from bashing your head
wins.
against the wall.
Does that make you too strong or too weak?
That makes me too boring, which is perfect for a certain kind of mission. Well,
Alfred, he's like, are you quite alright? You could get a concussion that way.
Sasha goes.
I think that's the
I'll
point.
take that as a no.
Does
Well-
Does this happen a lot with you guys?
This has happened. This kind of weird has happened to me since I've gotten here. That's what Sasha actually says.
Truly, the good boy has entrusted me with a strange ministry.
I could say the same. The university definitely sent me on a strange mission. Right. So I
What
suppose
lies
we need
underneath
to.
the words?
Yeah. So Sasha basically goes, well, I think, well, normally if anyone would have gone to the Emperor Palace, I would send Milk and the Babbler Monster to get them back. But since they went there already, I think they'll be fine.
Shrek's already gone.
Well,
Officer
Right,
Rugen,
go back.
I've noticed that there are multiple unsent reports waiting on the drive. Now that I have access to the... What was it called? The internet?
Call it the internet.
You have connection.
AOL.
Esoterica.
Yeah. Now that I have
Yes,
connection to Esoterica, I will be sending these reports.
Well, now we're doomed.
Well, we're not quite done. We're not quite doomed yet. We need to
Yes,
do more
no?
reports. Maybe you will be happy if we gather more reports in the coming days.
Response detected. Maybe. Sending reports.
I'll be looking forward to seeing what happens.
Well, I suppose. Okay, Winnie, can you relocate? Well, no. Is there a way to get in touch with Milk and or the Babbler Monster?
Don't we have comms now?
Yes.
No?
I don't.
Think we
It
had
was
to make
mentioned
those?
in the chat a long time ago that we could have like communications.
Yeah. Do we actually have the intercoms?
There is nothing stopping you from setting that up.
Except the Milk and the Babbler Monster already left. So.
Yeah, the question is, did you?
What do we roll for foresight?
I mean, I guess I get a sense of no. Like, it just doesn't seem like something the team would have done.
It seems like something that we thought was done just as players, or at least I thought it was done.
You definitely discussed doing that.
But we never
didn't
formally said we
actually
did it.
in character do this. Yeah, we
So
discussed
is
it
this-
out of the sessions.
Yeah. So is this like a time where we just say, "Yeah, we did it," or "Oh, we didn't"?
Sasha,
depends on
give
how-
me a lore
yes.
roll.
All right.
Looking for a 3. That's a 3.
That's a 3 and 1.
Yes.
Okay, so we do have intercoms. Yay.
You did think
Good.
to do this.
Now we won't have to travel all over the place to talk to each other.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So okay. So Sasha contacts Milk. Milk. why are
Security
you
Officer
going there?
Milt here. Hey, I don't know. I was real bored. You guys were talking about something. Figured I'd do my part, and I'm finding a high spot. See if I can see any of the monsters. I'm almost there, so it'll just be a few minutes. Talk to you guys later.
No.
All right. I expect a detailed report. Try not to get yourself or any of us killed.
Ask him if you can see the fire. Maybe take a picture with your comm thing.
Okay, so I actually have another question about these comms. Are they one way? Like, are they like one person to one person, or is it like a group thing where everybody hears everything said on the comms?
I suppose it would be fair long term to make sure it's like one person to one person, because otherwise it would be very easy to abuse this
Yeah,
in game.
that's true. Actually, it would be more fun to have it one person to one person, because then I'm only hearing half of the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
you
Yeah. So
just need
Sasha
to-
basically goes, don't get yourselves killed, or I will go and kill you.
I would love to see you try. And I cut contact.
Yeah. And Sasha turns to everybody else with a nondescript face and goes, "Well, they'll be all right."
Oh, good. I'm glad that everything's in order.
Mind if I can also have one of those common things? Would have probably been useful.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. Everyone could have it.
Thanks.
I stick it in my ear hole, but it just kind of jumbles around in my skull.
So
Milk.
are we handing out comm links now?
Yes,
There is a ship hailing you.
I wave at it, but I mean, I'm not stopping the boundary moss from climbing.
Okay. Hold on. A ship
Yes.
hailing milk.
Yes.
Oh dear.
It is requesting comm access.
Sure, yeah. I'll
They,
be.
they want to make sure that he has skim milk and not just 2% or something.
Identify yourself.
Hey, what up? This is now I remember that I'm supposed to be a king. So I'm like, this is Milk Von Dairy, and here visiting the city. It's
I believe
really
you're-
nice.
I believe specifically a baron.
You are a
Baron.
baron of punch.
Yes.
But I missed something. I think. What do you say?
Baron of Punch. Yes.
Right.
I mean, you're. This is the first time you've ever said what you are anyway, so you can change it if you want.
Yeah, that's true. Like
That's good.
I don't think I've ever seen any of the papers, so.
Oh, I forgot we had like fake IDs made, didn't we?
Like certifications that we're nobles.
Hopefully the Babylon monster remembered to take it with them.
What is the reason
make-
for you climbing the palace?
On top of the palace is where you can get the best view. So that'll be a few minutes.
Couldn't you just have like a loaned helicopter or something?
Return
I
to
mean,
the
honest-
ground or I will open fire.
Well, if you're not happy with this, can you give us a lift then? Just fly us up real high?
You have 3 seconds to comply.
Was that a yes or a no? Like,
Two.
you have 3...
1.
Keep climbing.
Opening fire.
I'm just gonna scoot around so that I'm, like, between the battle monster and the building, and he's just gonna keep climbing.
I wonder if you could pull the angle of like you wouldn't shoot the Emperor's palace, you'd make it imperfect, and you know what that means.
Oh, that is actually a good one. Yes.
I gotta say,
That's
Dwayne
why
The
they're
Rock
not
Johnson-
using the cannons.
I gotta say, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's new movie Skyscraper certainly is an interesting show.
When I'm on the other side, like because I'm using the battler kind of as a shield, I tell the battler that once we get to the top, if they haven't stopped, you have free reign on that thing. It's okay.
Wow, that's Hitman level cruelty with meat shield.
Babbler Monster
Also-
is getting riddled with bullets right now.
It's getting
Survives.
kind of miffed.
It survives so much more though. All
So
right,
does it really?
At
I
this point, I'm gonna be looking out the window and seeing like this in the distance, being like, shouldn't we help them?
all right. You know what? I will ask.
Strike's gonna be heading out at this point under the rule of don't let people die, or don't. I guess not really a rule, but whatever. Yeah, he's don't die, so he's leaving. Strike's leaving.
So I will ask the battlemaster if it seems to be hurting him a lot. I'm trying to get a read on him.
It's a minor annoyance so far.
All right, so we're good. You got this, buddy.
Roll for Zeke for every bullet.
Oh, wait, should
Babbler
the-
Monster is now like dodging the bullets.
Okay. If Babbler Monster is dodging the bullets, doesn't mean they're hitting Milk right now.
No, because
No.
I'm.
Milk is
holding
hiding
against
behind
him.
the Babbler Monster.
Yeah.
Does it mean the bullets are hitting the temple?
Yes.
Bullets
they're
are hitting the
building.
palace.
Somebody's not going to be happy.
Okay. Yes. At this moment, Sasha turns to Jimothy and goes, "Okay, Jimothy, I want your help as the local Silver Tongue. Please get. We need to get in touch with another ship patrolling this area, and sending an official complaint against this ship for damaging the palace.
Might be
I'm
doable.
sure you can do it.
Do we know where to file such a complaint? Local law enforcement station, maybe?
We are in a
Paulina, please get us in touch with any other patrolling ship in the vicinity. Suitable, gullible enough to trust us.
local sky enforcement.
What has
Hailing
Paulina?
a vessel.
Yeah, probably gonna
If
hail
you're
the
sure.
exact same vessel.
Okay, Jimothy, Jimothy, do your thing.
Yeah, gonna wait until somebody responds.
This is Sky Patrol 3492. What is your emergency?
Yes. I couldn't help but notice that there's an aircraft shooting at the Imperial Palace, and I'm finding that quite a bit concerning. I don't think that would fall under your under your area.
We are aware of the situation and are resolving it. Thank you for your concern. Click.
Yeah, they're dealing with it. Everything's fine.
Could you describe the ship? Like what kind of propulsion it uses? If that's something you can tell.
Magnets.
I probably could come up with something, but it doesn't matter right now.
Oh, okay, new question. Is it relatively still in the air right now?
Yes.
I'd like to
It's some
try
form
to-
of VTOL.
I'm going to assume that it's powered on Flintstone technology.
So I've been watching from the ground, and I'd like to teleport on top of the ship.
I think a new question for that is it a helicopter?
That's what I was
Oh,
asking
yes.
mostly.
Well,
No.
I think that's important to clarify. Okay, before you
Would you like
teleport
to
on top of it.
Are you sure you want to teleport
You
there
can teleport
alone?
to a familiar place.
If I'm
Now,
looking at
how
it,
well
is it
do you
familiar?
know this ship?
I just want to be on top of it.
Hope it's not a helicopter.
Alright. Give me a magic roll. This is pretty far away, so you're gonna need,
An alright amount.
So yeah, if I
hold on. Trying to decide if it's 5 or 6.
I think it's 5 because it's a stationary target.
just get
Well, it's
partway
just
there,
range. And this place is huge. I'll make it a 5.
You could just use a coin. Like that's the thing when you know what the target is.
Yep.
It's range, but it's also the top of the ship, which I'd imagine would be difficult to see, if at all possible.
Well, if
I
you're
know where the-
targeting based on the newscast, that would be the part of the ship that you see the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
An overhead view.
As another ship is taking the video.
Sure.
But yeah, I think I'll spend that fate coin then.
What are you invoking?
pretty great at the best magic.
No, that works.
That is such an aspect.
That's a pretty good aspect.
I needed to rename it a little bit with
Oh.
the magic change.
Good old PGA TVM. Rolls off the tongue.
And I gotta slowly put your map onto the map layer.
That's why I told you to do it when I made it.
You know, I could just say, hey, everybody, move your tokens away for a bit, so we can do this easier.
Nah.
I can't even move them.
You don't have access? So you don't. Now you do.
Zoom!
Out of
We're also
character,
on the
I will
ship,
have to
right? Or are we in the
become.
port?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Out of character, I will have to become incorporeal again in about 15 minutes.
Where did Sasha go?
Okay.
Winnie accidentally teleports Sasha away somewhere.
Again?
Can what?
Just again to the Winnie. Teleport
Yes.
someone randomly.
Well, I can. How about this? I can basically go with somebody. Basically, what Sasha was going to do is studying intensely the information gathered so far. So he's basically be going out on autopilot, providing like a passive boost to someone else walking around him. So who wants to get Sasha as an auto boost?
I mean, without knowing what we're going to be doing, that's really hard to answer.
As official assistant to the captain, Alfred will step forward for that. Unofficial, more like unofficial. Assistant,
So basically, once Sasha becomes incorporeal, he basically treat him as reading really, really intensely into what has been happening so far, and when Alfred asks him something, Sasha will basically like mutter it, and keep reading at this in the meantime. The start of next session, he's going to finally finish reading.
Babbler Monster,
yeah.
get on the token layer.
You
Go now.
accompanying Alfred also allows Alfred to go anywhere on his own. So
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
nice.
So, Winnie, you are now on top of a ship that is shooting at the Babbler Monster.
Yes. I'm going to ask Milk if he needs any help with this ship.
Now, hey, Winnie. We're
I
doing fine. Like, as long as we can get up there quick enough, we should be having a good view pretty soon. You're welcome to come with if you want.
As you're saying that you're fine, the Babbler Monster just took a severe consequence.
Oh, jeez.
By which I mean a mild.
a severe mild.
All right, less fine. If you can try and convince them to leave us alone, that'd be great.
Let's see what I can do. Let's see. First, is there any kind of access hatch on the top of the ship?
No.
Let's see if I can summon something that can make one for me.
Oh no.
Be a
Hey,
Pokemon.
something from the Pokemon TCG.
Some of them are really good diggers.
Well, it's not necessarily a Pokemon.
Maybe a
that's
dog
true.
trio. Like, dog trio can dig and aerial ace.
Gonna summon Professor
Imagine
Oak.
him summoning a Professor Oak. Are you a boy? Yeah.
All right, Pokemon card database. How do I get a random from you?
Ask us for a number.
I don't care that this uses cookies.
I just ate
Pokedex, give
cookies.
me
I no
pictures of
longer have
Spider-Man.
cookies. I just ate them all.
You're
I am
upstairs,
sad.
though.
If you're at PokemonCards.com, there's a question mark thing there you can use. It's
Where?
It's
Okay,
really-
Fuse.
okay.
Fuse. Why are you? Yeah. First of all, why are you asking Santa about the Pokemon TCG?
We don't need Pikmin cards, we need Pokemon.
I got an oddish.
I'll click
There it
into
is.
and get-
Okay, it's cast form.
I don't know what that is. I gotta look it up.
I think that one's a good one, actually.
It's one that changes shape according to the weather.
Weather
that's basically its
teller,
own
water
game.
balls.
It's a ghost with boobs. What a weird design.
Can someone link a picture?
Certainly. Just a second.
Wow, that's
And
bad
I'll-
link.
Put the actual card on the stream.
Oh no! Well, yeah, I think I also posted a picture in the Discord. Is it the right one?
Oh, so the ship has been hailing milk, so now Castle will be hailing the ship.
That is a cast form. We've got this one.
The one with
Those are cute little paws.
Either that or it's a front butt.
Okay, a ghost who walks around using frontal butt cheeks. That is.
Hi. Fuse, what's the weather right now?
Cloudy with a chance of bullets.
Yeah, basically.
Actually,
sequel
can
nobody
this, actually, can this ghost influence the weather patterns instead? In a
What
fashion?
happened in the chat?
I tried to post
Raka linked
a link.
bad link.
A bad link.
Moon runes.
That's what happens if you copy
Yep.
an image and
Wilk was speaking in tongues.
Yeah, you just posted basically the
So this
base
is
64.
like the raw code for an image.
yeah.
Yes.
What
What was it, Ralph?
Good. So if anybody
no.
wants to reverse engineer that,
Paulina's gone
feel free
crazy
to
again.
do so.
Discover a mood.
We just asked Paulina for a picture of a cast form, and then she just spit this out at us in spite.
So Pauline is just shouting this at you for the next while.
Data.
Providing the base 64 code for an image /9 J /4 capital A capital A capital Q capital S K capital Z capital J.
We lose that in
let's
10
game.
minutes. Mayo needs to go away, so we'll stop.
Yeah, Mayo. Think about Mayo for once.
Think of the Mayo.
Yeah, don't think about. Yeah, think of the children. All 44 of them.
So,
Alright, so you got a basic cast form.
speaking of people being places, Shrike had left the ship a while back in an attempt to get to the general area. I don't know when Shrike gets there. Up to you.
Most likely too late.
Well, cast form. Use your weather ball on the cockpit.
What does cast form shout anyway?
Cast form is not equipped with 2 colorless energy.
I mean, does that mean I could just never use any Pokemon that I get?
Oh, wait. Can you? No. Can you substitute Winnie's fate points for that? Because it is technically colorless energy.
There's a little more important than energy.
That seems like a very
Yeah.
steep exchange rate.
Yeah, what is the exchange rate of fate points to colorless energy anyway?
You'd have to summon a double colorless.
Well, just the double in general, because colorless is,
Yes. Yes, at this point, Sasha turns to Jazz and goes, Jazz, can you, help Winnie in some fashion?
Why do you even have a Pokemon trading card game in that list if you can't even use any of the monsters?
Can I help Winnie in any way?
Cast form does use Weather Ball.
Whatever weather ball is.
Ball of weather.
It's basically an attack that changes depending on the current weather effects in game.
Yeah, the weather is lava.
Well, so yeah, use what happens.
So cast form shoots a bunch of bullets.
I gotta
into
look up
cockpit.
the special attack of a cast form. And
Yeah,
then
in the
convert
meantime-
that into a shoot score.
Oh dear.
The life of a GM.
At least
Honestly.
in this campaign, at least.
Like, given the general damage stats for Pokemon trading card attacks, I would think one for all
His
plus 3.
stats are 70 and everything.
I think
I'll call that
that's
a 2.
I think that's a good quote for this game session. I need to look up cast form special attack and transform that into, or convert that into a shoot score.
2!
Oh no.
I think a ship would have 3 athletics.
But we are standing on it. They are.
Ship flexes real hard.
So the ship performs evasive maneuvers.
Do they fall off?
Well, cast form doesn't. Cast form can fly. Winnie, give me a physique.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, you hold on to the ship as it does a barrel roll.
Brrr.
Okay, okay, Sasha sees a ship doing a barrel roll and shouts, okay, Jazz, can you help them?
Maybe.
Do something.
Before you ask, I'm neither able nor inclined to actually help.
I mean, you're the only caster who isn't involved in this yet. Do something.
I think it would probably be
Well-
performing an aileron roll, since a barrel roll would send it crashing into the palace. Actually.
No, but do an aileron roll.
But that's just a theory.
A roleplay theory.
Do we have a no takebacks roll, actually? Never mind.
Well, Alfred will step forward since you're really looking for somebody to help out. I'm like, I may be able to see if the good boy could replace their bullets with something less hurtful.
Dog treats.
Tiny schnauzers that explode into bullets that explode into more bullets that explode.
Into tiny shadow schnauzers.
I mean, don't shoot dogs at the bad war monster.
Also, don't shoot dogs. Spearhead.
Don't shoot dogs, and don't shoot dogs that shoot dogs. That's
Well,
a-
if a
can do
dog's
it,
shooting
then
a
do it.
dog, you shoot that dog.
If you can do it, then do it now.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try to replace the. I'm gonna try to replace the bullets, like all the bullets in the whole clip, with kibble.
The magazine.
From this distance without being able to physically see it.
I see the bullets coming out of them, but I can try.
Maybe you can
Are
using
you
the news
there?
No, I'm in the ship, but I can see.
feed. Is
the
there a constant news feed?
There is.
Yeah.
I mean, I can walk out onto the port and then I'll see it from there,
True
but like,
that.
it's still gonna be a distance, so I know it'll be it'll have to be a high roll. Anything that I'm trying to replace with something else is gonna be a high roll from this distance.
Okay, yeah, okay, Alfred, Jazz, can you, like, do something together about it? Because I don't want anyone killed. Any one of us killed.
Yes, and I don't want to just replace something that would get even the people on the ship killed.
With
If I
Vector
can
magic,
somehow, if
with
I
the way
can somehow,
magic change, I'm trying to figure out what I can use to do.
If you replaced the entire ship with a bouncy castle,
that,
and then they land, they'd be fine, maybe.
would be
Replace it
pretty
with
good.
the doggy bed.
Giant doggy bed.
Bouncy Castle is not dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be dog related.
Only if you
In the dogma I had.
A dog bed would be dog related.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Maybe one of those plastic chew toys that bounce pretty well. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
A
replace it with
giant
a
hot
bouncy
dog
castle
bun.
chew toy.
Okay, and
Or
that
dog
particular
house.
moment, unfortunately, I have to become incorporeal. I will still provide recordings at me if anything weird happens, but I'll have to mute the audio channel in the meantime.
Oh no.
Maya, something weird's happening.
Well, thanks for joining us.
I'm really
Yes.
sorry for appearing on the for short period of time.
It's all good.
Will you be arriving back later, or are you gone for good for this session?
Not sure. Definitely not sure.
Okay.
Okay, well, come back if you can. If not, do what you gotta do.
If not, don't.
All right. All right. Yeah. So Sasha gives to the group the spotlight that he stole at the very start and disappears.
Right, later.
Oof. Now he's on the ship. I mean,
Yeah.
on the enemy ship. No, I'm kidding. All right, so I guess I'm gonna roll. I mean, would it really make it that much of a difference if I tried to replace the whole ship with a giant doggy bed instead of trying to replace the bullets with kibble?
I think it would probably kill a lot of people.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
so
it's
I turn-
irrelevant, since you're still way too far away.
Okay, that's fair. Then I say to Jazz, would there be any way for you to paint me a door, so that I can get on that ship?
I have maybe an idea.
Maybe? Am I still able to do that?
Probably
Oh,
not.
yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Okay, no, not that.
How
Okay.
close is Strike right now?
Depends. Have you been running towards them?
Yes, Strike has been making movements towards the Babbler monster since Babbler monster started getting shot at.
You could make a door in the wall that you could make physical, but it wouldn't go anywhere.
Or even through
Yeah.
the wall?
Okay, so it would just be a door to the other side of that wall.
No,
I
it
forgot
would be
to
a
get my-
door to the wall.
Fake
I
door.
forgot to give myself a stunt to, like,
Okay, that makes sense.
allow myself to enchant stuff.
So I was
But that's
thinking, fetching is a dog thing. Can you fetch these guys?
Fetch the ammo in the clip.
Well, I was
I
thinking,
might be able. Can I summon dogs at this distance?
Can you make the ship sit?
You can summon a dog to where you are.
I will have to do that. This is the best I can do. So yeah, I try to summon the astral dogs, and say fetch, and on the ship, so that they can try to fetch the clips.
Roll
Try to
it.
disarm it. Alright. And that's magic.
Yep.
Okay.
Edge it.
Okay, that's a 4.
Fade it.
If you need more, then I can add. I'll spend a fate point.
It depends on how good you want them to be.
I want them to be really good boys, so I'm gonna spend a fate point.
Yes. If you spend 2 fate points, that's an 8.
I'm also assuming that these dogs can fly because they're astral dogs. Is that okay?
Obviously.
Okay, thank you. So cool. They're gonna bolt straight to the thing, and yeah, I'm gonna spend a fate point to add +2.
If a dog can fly, do you still take it for a walk?
You
Only
take
if
it
it
for a
wants to.
ride.
deep. That's deep.
Only if what?
I'm
Only
still
if it
waiting for
wants
the
to.
fate point.
Oh yeah, how do I do this though?
You gotta click on the thing and then drag the thing out.
I'm clicking and I'm dragging, but nothing. Which
Drag
what
it
am I
on
clicking and dragging? The is it the little coin thing above my
Yes.
avatar?
Yes.
I am
Click
clicking
on it
and
and
I'm
drag it
dragging.
up like this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That was just an example. Fine, back.
Oh,
Okay, there you go.
that's 2.
2.
There's another one there.
Okay, well, I don't know whose that
And
was.
That was
Jimothy. Bank. Alright, so you summon a Force 6 Spirit of Beast. And it flies off.
It's another Komainu.
Is it faster than Stroik?
It's an
Probably.
astral dog. So
Can
yeah.
I athletics to how fast?
Yes.
Oh, screen just went dark.
If you've ever seen a dog run to fetch something, you know they're gonna go as quickly as possible.
Roll for go fast.
I will roll for go fast. 6.
Pretty fast. But now the doggos got 7.
Oh,
So it's gonna catch up.
Doggos are slightly faster.
Sweet. What if I spent a fate point on go fast?
You could.
I mean, you're still gonna be ahead of the dogs, because if the dogs are going slightly faster than you and you have a sizable head start, then
Well, I asked where I am.
Like,
already.
as a reminder, it
Uh-huh.
took the Babbler monster a few minutes to get here.
oh, okay.
While you
so
were
how
talking-
big is this place then? You said it was big, but
Yes.
If he's, can you place Strike to see it show how far Strike has gotten in the time that Strike's been traveling?
Okay.
I've been thinking, maybe the clay shifter can help.
I think this is going to be over by the time you find him.
Oh, we don't ever know.
wait, what if the Babbler monster is the clay shifter?
The clay shifter can't change size, but they could inflate themselves and be hollow. So the clay shifter could theoretically transform themselves into both the babbler monster holding milk.
I mean, milk's probably just actually milk. He has the concept, so we know that. Whatever, Shrek will
Then
figure
there's a
out.
turn order.
Ooh, we got turn order now.
Quick, erect a shrine to the immortal emperor on the aircraft. Maybe the shrine amulet will come to help.
I tell the dogs to build a shrine on the ship so that the shrine Dilmawasher will destroy it. No, I don't.
We should have asked if the shrine emulator could fly.
Is it notice?
Notice athletics physique.
If we
3.
build a shrine to the immortal emperor on top of the ship,
Wow. We have a 3-way tie. And then Winnie slightly behind. I don't actually know what happens when it gets to a tie at this point.
Reroll.
Will.
alphabetical order. That's
Who
the
pooped
worst.
last?
3D or
Kind of
1D.
check the SRD.
3D3.
Who has the most edge?
Yeah.
Distance from Independence, Missouri.
Who's is the last person to eat cake?
Babbler's 1, Ship is 2, Milk is 3. Whoops. Why is it doing that? Oh, I know why.
There is no ruling for what happens on a tie after this point.
GM Fiat.
Would
I guess
say
so.
Will would be maybe the logical next one.
What's that?
Will.
Just go to the mental conflict stats.
I mean,
that seems logical.
yeah.
So that would be empathy.
Empathy? Oh man. Well, at a .1.
You're still tied with the Babbler monster.
You're just so in sync.
Honestly. What of the ship?
Ship doesn't have empathy.
All right. Look, I'll let a Babbler monster go before me.
But the Babbler monster lets you go first.
Then I'll take it.
Right,
then.
after that, it goes to rapport.
All right.
Babbler monster does not have rapport.
I have .1 rapport.
It's a zip code at
Look
this
at
point.
that.
This is silly.
Screen capping now.
Initiative.
So, since I'm first, how much distance is there left for us to cover to get on top of whatever we're climbing?
There's quite a bit.
Like, are
You're
we
like
climbing like a
halfway
simple?
there, maybe.
Is it like a single tower structure, or are there like sub towers? Or
There are sub towers. You have to like
Alright.
jump from tower to tower.
and Mega Man X our way up there is what we've been doing, or
I'm thinking more like Celeste.
Fair.
Metroid. End level Metroid. You're just spiral jumping.
Babbler monster is just tearing into the side of the walls and
Can
climbing.
Babbler Monster single wall jump?
No, it's just climbing,
Triangle jump.
making its own
Alright.
footholds.
So I'm gonna take my turn here to tell the Babbler monster to throw me as far up as he can.
You're telling the Babbler monster to throw up? Gross.
And I'll like and then afterwards I'll continue my turn there to climb from there, basically.
Alright,
And
give
the
me
Babbler
a rapport.
All right.
Alright. Babbler monster has one free invocation on throwing you.
Nice.
Babbler monster's going to throw you. Babbler monster has a point and shoot.
Oh, good. This is how I die.
They're not allowed. It's in the rules.
Hey.
Nice!
Oh.
And it uses the free invocations. That's a 5.
You go up 5.
Yeah, I go 5 units.
Yeah, you go up 5.
Palace units.
5 units of up high.
You go up
Milk,
5
can you give
zones.
me an athletics roll?
All right.
Roll well.
Rolled okay.
Alright, take a point of stress and you manage to grab onto something.
All right. So can I continue my turn to keep
Nope.
climbing, or that's my turn? That's fine.
Alright,
By
the
the way, I'm
ship
gonna say
is
that-
now going for milk. What? Babbler monster Go to the back.
Question: what are you gonna do once you actually reach the top?
Well, I want to look around, see if we can spot any monsters.
You find yourself.
Can I contact Milk over the comms?
The speech of free action and fate. I forget.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna tell him help is on the way. Just stay safe. Don't get shot.
On it. I say as I'm being flung.
Yeah.
On it,
On
and by
it,
that I mean the ship, not staying safe. Or on the tower.
On it. Asks your shield to throw you.
Well, the shield is starting to take damage, so.
That's true.
I mean, wouldn't the ship care more about the
All right,
sky?
Milk. Dodge.
So I'm just kind of looking at my thing here. Is dodge a stat?
Athletics.
Okay, 'cause I was wondering about that.
I think I'd be pretty broken if dodge was just its own stat.
That is a 2-shift hit.
Oh wow, that is. Oh man, I knew I should have booped that. It's too late.
And the ship rolled a +3.
3 shift hit it is. It's fine. I'm still fine.
Winnie.
Hmm. For all this time, probably should have thought of something to do.
Summon something.
More!
Yeah, pretty much. That was my
Pokemon!
default.
Rayquaza.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh no. Sword
I
of the
hope you-
Defeated.
I hope you've learned what pendulum summoning is, because I have no idea what that means.
I hope you
I
get
do.
the right arm of Exodia.
Just an arm flops. Oh, that'd be funny.
The arm would be huge. I bet the arm would be large enough to like collapse the ship, depending on how high it fell from. If not, just
Maybe.
drag it down.
Doesn't the arm of Exodia actually have pretty good, like, stats? Just
No,
by itself?
they're all like
No?
hundreds.
Like the whole point is that all 5 cards are garbage, but put together and you win the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe like 400. I don't know, a bit low. But point being.
200, 300.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Like 1,000 is considered baseline, so.
Okay.
About there. Yeah. 1,200 starts becoming okay.
So, garbage.
Oh, there we are. I went to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki and just randomed a page until I got a card.
No, sweet.
Good way of doing it.
And it's Destiny Hero Dark Angel.
Wow.
How many stars is that?
Oh, it's one of the GX cards.
Card games on motorcycles?
No, that was 5Ds. But it's GX Season 2, which was actually kind of good, sort of, by comparison.
Attack 0, defense 0, 1-star card.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What's its special effect?
You
That's the
don't
question.
have 3 or more Destiny Hero cards in your graveyard.
Hey, we don't know how many skeletons Winnie has in her closet.
Yeah, this is 6 freaking lines of text. Like, this is silly.
6? You think
Yeah.
6 is a lot?
No, I know it's not that much, but for a 0, like 1-star, looks kind of garbage card.
Stats mean nothing to play.
When a spell card or effect you activate resolves, negate that effect, and if you do, or if it did not have an effect, destroy that card. That's an interesting ability to have. I'm sure that there are some niche uses for that.
Yeah. You just have
Are
to make
we,
sure you bring a paper shredder.
Are we So, Fuse, I'm gonna ask this right now. With this ability, are we considering all summon conditions negated for all cards?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I like how this card like doesn't look powerful at all, but it literally is just called Destiny Hero Dark Angel.
Hero in all caps.
It's like
Hero!
this is such a legendary creature. Oh, but it's just nothing.
Hand of 1,000 Fates!
So yeah,
Summoner of the
congratulations, you summoned a 0/0.
The cast form was stronger.
You can use it to negate your spells if you want to.
And if you do, something.
Then your spell is destroyed.
I won't do that.
Do you want to nerf yourself?
Milk!
Alright.
Hold on, don't the two things, cast form and angel, return?
Oh, you gotta command them.
Isn't talking a free action?
Alright.
Like, sure, maybe the Dark Angel has something sick in his, but at least the cast form should be able to do something.
Well,
I have
Dark
the
Angel
perfect job
can't
for the
attack.
Dark Angel.
Hmm.
I'm going
Dark
to
A-
have the Dark Angel fly in front of the cockpit and just block the window.
Another body shield. You're not blocking the guns, you're blocking their vision.
Yeah, blocking vision. That's actually not a bad way to use that.
And cast form, use Weather Ball on the guns. See if that does anything.
Wow.
A perfectly average roll. So that's 2. Which again is a grazing hit. Milk.
Does Weather Ball have any sort of on contact effects?
I don't think so, it's just
Not the
damage.
basic one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm keep climbing on my own as fast as I can.
What is the weather right now?
I guess it's gonna be an athletic roll.
Yes. Oh, and Strike made some distance.
Oh, sweet.
I'm
So,
gonna
you can
go
spend-
ahead and add a +2 to that too.
You can spend fate points to declare a story detail, yeah?
Yeah.
Could anybody right now just spend a fate point and say, it's raining?
I hope not. It'll make the surface of this tower slippery.
Yeah, everybody
you
played.
could,
Breath of the
in
Wild.
fact, spend a fate point to make it rain.
Make it thunder, but with no rain and lightning.
The cast mark
Milk
explode.
climbs.
Summon a tornado so that we can get the twist monster out.
It's just jumping between towers. It's pretty great. The Babbler monster. On a
Have we
1,
used
it
it?
jumps onto the ship. On a 2, it continues following Milk.
Oh. All's me.
Have we used a fate point to declare a story detail since, like, the first session of the first campaign?
Yes.
It doesn't
I've declared a couple story details.
It doesn't happen very often.
Stroik is able to understand the Babbler monster, and also the 42 children are hive mind.
Okay.
Has anybody else figured out that Stroik can communicate with the Babbler monster?
Yeah, it's been elaborated on with
Okay.
before we landed, Babbler monster bestowed upon us its wisdom of the land,
That's right.
and
I
that's
remember
how we. Yeah.
I'm
Alright,
tempted
Milk,
to-
dodge.
I'm tempted to spend a fate point just to establish that the palace has tons of hideous gargoyles and stuff.
Gargoyle. Immaculate gargoyles.
Pointing that.
Alright. What are you invoking?
You
That
know,
sorting for perfection thing.
yeah, like the balance and all thing martial arts. Like I kind of have a
Yeah,
sense.
that makes sense.
Yeah. What's going on? So here you go.
What's it called?
The way I wrote it is that start quote peace and balance in all things end quote martial artist.
Peace and balance.
All right,
Balance.
so that reduces it down to a 4-shift hit
Sweet.
because the ship got 3 hits again.
I think that's a moderate consequence.
This is the angel
Oh, wait a
fortune of you
second.
hilt.
So
Oh,
if
yeah.
this is- Hmm?
There should be some a free invocation of their view is obstructed. Yeah.
That was the point of me putting him there.
That
I
is
mean,
right. I'll give it a roll. No, it does not successfully create an advantage.
Man,
All right. So I think I take a mild then.
So, oh, you already have all your stress filled in?
Remember, I only have 2. I have 1 and 2 only.
Did you
I
only
took
take
those. I took 2 stresses
When did you take your 2?
when I got shot and when I land, like when I was thrown.
Oh yeah.
I took a shift there, and the first time I got shot, I took a shift there.
Alright, so yeah, that is a moderate. If you take
Oh.
more than
Ooh.
2 damage,
Moderate bullet wound.
Is your mild already taken up?
No, I still got a mild.
yeah, so if you take more than 2 damage, you have to take another extreme consequence or are taken out.
Look, it's okay if I die. If I die for something stupid like this, that's fine.
Like,
I'm okay with this.
I feel like okay. I don't want to be rude. I want to clarify this. Is this just Milk's personality? Or are you wanting them to get killed?
No, that's just what milk is.
All right,
Like,
'cause I just feel like they end up in these situations a lot.
Yeah, and every time he survives, which means that he's that much more confident that he can do it.
that's the thing. Like I don't want to bog down with backstories, but to the LDR, like he's from a warrior planet. Like they seek the whole purpose of living is to seek thrills. And if
Like,
you die while
you're not
doing
even
that,
trying to fight back.
yeah, like if you die while doing something like this, like that's considered a good death. You did it. You won,
He died
It's
as
So
like
he
basically, it's a species of YOLO.
basically.
It's like the thing with Valhalla, except instead of dying in battle, it's just dying having fun.
I'm just imagining Milk like pointing at the ship and laughing. Joke's on you! Kill me, I win.
Speaking
He
of
died
when,
as he lived in constant mortal danger.
It's true.
Winnie,
hmm.
you gotta summon a thing?
I have so many options up here.
Just keep
Summon
summoning
more.
things, so there's so many things on the ship that can't bear to wait.
Except both the things that have been
Yeah,
summoned
but-
so far fly.
Summon a
Honestly,
groundhog.
Nothing
sounds
is
good.
on the ship other than Winnie.
I just realized that maybe the cast form could make a mist cloud or something.
Nope.
No?
Only move is Weather Ball.
Yeah,
What?
It has, like, it's not a cast form. It's the cast form from that card.
Okay.
Confused. I don't think this has been clarified yet. What's the terrain like in the immediate vicinity outside the city? Like desert, jungle, forest, plains?
You haven't gotten a good look at it.
Hmm.
'Cause there's clouds.
Well, we're told that
That's
there's
right, yeah.
wastelands in the area, so we can extrapolate from that, I suppose.
Right. Was this a floating city?
It's a really tall one above the clouds.
Hmm.
Cloud City from
It's not particularly tall,
Star Wars.
but
No.
there are clouds below it.
Hmm.
So you can't see.
I don't know if you know how terrain works. It's not particularly tall, but there are clouds below it.
Yes.
We could be on a mountain or something.
No, you're
City's
not.
on a mountain. Oh,
It's
Okay.
it's just a 1-inch layer of clouds right on the ground.
Yeah.
It's called
It's just a bit
fog.
foggy out as well.
that's spooky.
Anyway,
Yes. Anyway.
question: is this a ship that has a like clear cockpit that is visible to me?
No.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to make a provoke attack on the pilot.
I mean, maybe they can see you.
They might be able to see you.
Would I know that?
So it's like a Metal Gear situation where there's no
So, are you asking
windows,
if
just sensors and stuff.
are you asking if the cockpit is translucent or if the cockpit is obvious? Which definition of clear are you going for?
How about I ask the question if I could use provoke, since that would clear things up pretty fast.
Maybe.
Well, that's a weird thing to maybe.
You
Is it
can
obvious?
certainly try.
Well, I'm going to try to find the mind of the pilots and let's see. I got. What emotion do I want to make him that would make him stop? Is suicidal an emotion?
Depressed.
Yeah, that's an extreme form of depressed.
You have not met this person.
Yeah, I know.
I would still try to play the angle of fear that you're damaging the Emperor's temple. You know.
That too.
So you wouldn't be able to telepathy.
Like I said, so yeah, I can still provoke via physicality means.
And
That
you
means
can
I'd have
shout
to-
at him.
When he's just gonna flip them off.
Yeah, peek down from atop, like looking upside down through the windshield, flip them off. Fuck you!
I mean, it's gonna
The
make him
pilot
anything other than angry.
The pilot just throws his hat down. It's like, darn it, man, we've been defeated.
And then flips the ship upside down.
All right, here's a question: how specific do I have to be if I want to roll provoke? And
What are you doing?
Getting the pilot's attention away from milk.
You could try.
So the thing is, do I have to say exactly what I'm doing to do that, or
Roll it.
yeah?
Alright.
That's a 4 because of my weapon.
You have acquired the pilot's attention.
Good.
How high up is this ship off the ground?
Very.
Like half a mile, quarter mile, full mile?
From the ground or from the nearest building?
Ground.
Very.
More than a mile.
Oh, definitely.
More than
Oh.
a kilometer, rather.
Wow. That is high.
Okay.
So, Milk,
Oh, it's my turn. All right, let's keep on getting up.
So it wasn't why I was asking, but the height from the ground is something Winnie should keep in mind.
I know.
I'm gonna keep my coins for defensive opportunities. So
Now I'm wondering, what is the current capacity for class 1? Because if worst comes to worst, maybe Winnie could just, like, parachute down.
probably not going to go very well.
I mean, if the Dark Angel is still around, then you fly her down.
You just need to keep summoning things until you get something very heavy. Just get a Groudon to stand on top of the ship.
Alright, so
Summon a
Milk
Geodude, then you
climbs
can
a little
ride
bit. Babbler monster. Continues climbing.
D2 is always a 2.
Barely. Alright, Winnie.
Strike is
Give
getting
me a
closer.
physique.
Can either of you two say that again?
Give me a physique.
Strike gets closer.
As do the dogs.
This is my long-term deposit for this combat.
I didn't expect to kind of accidentally take over a big chunk of the session with this, and I do want to apologize for that.
Please don't. This is amazing. I'm loving every minute of this.
The pilot is spending a fate point.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the first time.
Doesn't the GM get like as many fate points as there are players or something?
Players in the scene. So fortunately for you, the Babbler monster is not a player.
Do you respond to the pilot using a coin?
Yes. And yeah, I think I know what I can justify this werewolf. I try to dig my claws into whatever's on the top of a ship.
Alright. Winnie. You are thrown off the ship.
Thing.
Oh, jeez.
Make an athletics roll to catch on to something. We're looking for 2.
Nice of it to roll me towards the building.
Don't land on
Oh,
a
hey,
spire.
2.
Hey, what do you know?
You don't fall to your death.
Congratulations.
At some point, I was going to ask, do I keep momentum if I teleport while falling?
Can I spend a fate point to
Yes.
establish that the ship isn't only half fueled and it has to go back now because it's running out of fuel?
No.
Oh,
Only just got
because then the pilot would have to get executed for not being perfect.
Mhm.
Alright, Winnie.
It's like when he lands in the building, a ship shows up, tells you to get off.
something I never really asked. Can I choose where things get summoned at, location-wise?
Not particularly.
So they'll always have to be pretty much beside me.
Near you. Within a reasonable place for that thing to be.
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable, yet not within the confines of if it can fit in the current building. As demonstrated prior.
Actually, you know what the smart thing to do? Roll stealth. So it won't be able to shoot at me.
That would defeat the purpose of you having gained its attention.
Alternatively, you could teleport the guns somewhere else.
No, I can't do objects, only myself.
Oh, okay. Oh, only okay. Makes sense.
With a great magic rebound thing.
Honestly,
Fortunately,
this is,
clothes count as yourself.
So
So
what's Strike doing?
Getting closer.
Yeah, going quickly towards the activity. Hoping to get there soon enough to
Look at
either
him
catch
go.
What does it take to negate my previous provoke? I mean, I may have had his attention, but now I'm trying to lose his attention.
So
Empathy.
you could roll stealth.
I mean, since I know he has my attention, and I'm now in a place where he can shoot, I don't want to get shot.
Be careful what you wish for.
Stealth it up. Whoa!
It's something.
3, 2, 1. Pass. Physique. Athletics. Stealth.
Alright, the ship may or may not see you.
I want the angel to continue being in the way and cast form to keep
Okay.
using weather ball.
Should the angel continue doing rolls to see if it gets advantages?
Angel. Nope.
Same old cat.
Cast form. 2. Ship dodge. Whoa! Ship dodge got 3 that time.
It's a good ship. That was pretty good.
Milk.
What's the percentage of the tower do I still have to climb?
When you started, you were like halfway up.
Uh-huh.
So like after the toss and all the hopping around that you've done, like we'll call it 65%.
Oh my god, okay. So I'm starting to wonder if it'd be easier to just get in the ship and drive up at this point. Has there been no other ships anywhere?
Yeah, Paulina, back in port.
No, wait, the news ship, is that one still around?
Yes, there is still the news ship.
How easy does it look to hop on it or into it?
It would be more at your level.
Alright, I'm gonna try that then.
Who is the news
So you're
ship's
going
good
to
attention?
jump towards the news ship.
My goal is to either on top or if there's like an open door for the camera or something to get in there.
Alright, give me an athletics roll. You can also spend a fate point to have an open door.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Makes it a little bit easier and more possible to live.
Alright, there is an open door on the ship where there's a camera person filming you.
Alright, athletic you said.
Yep,
Well,
make sure to get this.
that's, yeah?
I'm looking for at least a 3.
Okay. I'm gonna fit point cave that sounds. It's a 4.
What are you invoking?
Victory at all costs.
Including potentially his life.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they also
Oh,
You
especially-
are jumping towards a flying ship. If you don't make it, you die.
Yup.
Alright,
Literally.
you are now in the news ship.
Alright,
The
that
cameraman
means-
is freaking out, and it's Babbler Monster time. There's no longer a milk to follow, so he's jumping at the other ship.
That's what I was hoping for.
That's a babbler's sound.
And
High-pitched
is
babbler.
barely holding on.
You mean he doesn't make an open door?
The Babbler
that's an
Monster
open
spends a
door.
fate point to make an open door.
Alright, ship tries to shake off the Babbler Monster. Babbler Monster tries to hold on.
Oh,
Ow.
Ship spends a fate point.
NPC battle over here.
Gotta watch a sweet cutscene.
Babbler Monster does not have
I
fate
mashed
points.
the skip button.
All right, you exit the cutscene. You're now in the last scene the game showed you. There are dinosaurs everywhere. What?
The Babbler Monster has been thrown off the ship.
He'll be fine.
In what direction?
I don't know, one of them.
I mean,
1d8,
Making an athletics roll.
1d12. Faces of the clock.
It catches on to something. Oh boy, look at Strike. He's almost out of the port.
Reminder that Shrike does have like 5 athletics.
Yes. Babbler Monster had 6 getting there, and it took him minutes.
Do we have a token for the dogs?
How does Babylon Monster have 6 athletics?
I can get
Because
a
it rolled well.
picture if we need it.
Well, I have 6 athletics for roll, but I meant just 5.
but like, remember that in like battle turns, like each turn is like 6 seconds.
I know.
Summon something, hope it has range.
Yu-Gi-Oh! ABC Dragon Buster.
No.
Garb.
That opened that. Can I... Ah, yep, there we go. Random page. What is this?
What's the name? Give us a
We read
name.
about all of them.
Oh, okay, this is a card from the manga.
Oh! What's the name?
Visor Des.
Ah, it's a discard. These two.
Oh, hello. Vice grip much?
I'm waiting
You're good
for.
to defend.
Here's the picture.
Ugh. Oh, didn't they summon an invisible head?
Well, it's invincible, so
Yeah, it's invincible for 3 turns.
I have a chance
Okay.
to suddenly add something for 3 turns. Go for the pilot. He can't defend against it.
Oh, it does
So
have
you've got a flying head clamp thing.
it does have a card game equivalent with an interesting effect. It basically says pick an enemy card. As long as that exists, this card can't be destroyed by battle.
Well, that's not what this is.
Yeah.
Okay, why do I have to leave right as the most interesting things have to happen?
Where did Sasha go?
Well, you know, it's called a rising action. Things get more exciting as things progress.
Oh well, I gotta. Oh well, then Sasha's gotta disappear again to keep this game interesting. Yeah.
I mean, Sasha can still watch. From
So
the
Winnie,
sidelines.
what are you doing with this thing?
You said it can fly?
Yes.
I think right now the best use would be to tell it to fly in front of its guns and just watch
Take
the
some
guns.
bullets.
Have it go into whatever propulsion system the aircraft has.
Alright,
Just
It is-
look it up.
it is clamped onto the gun.
It is invincible.
Yeah, it is invincible for 3 turns. So, the gun can't shoot, I guess, for 3 turns. Plus 1 for it destroying that thing.
Well, will the gun take damage for the bullets backing up into the chamber?
Yeah, I feel like the guns would destroy themselves that way.
Here, let me get a fight. So this thing would have 1 fight.
Oh,
Edge it. Does it have?
Alright, well, I do have to defend.
4 pluses.
Let's give it a 2. Oh, wow! It rolled a -2 after I said I'd give it a 2.
Oh boy.
Wow.
So they tie at 0.
What do you know? Defender wins, though. Whoever that is.
So, Milk, you're in the news ship.
Mm-hmm.
There's
I'm
a
gonna-
terrified camera person,
Anyone else?
Pilot.
a pilot.
All right. I'm going to accost the pilot. Hey, my name is Mel. Could you give me could you give me a lift, basically, while we're here?
Alright, can you give me a rapport?
All right.
Actually,
Why,
make
sure.
that a provoke.
I'll go with provoke. Better stats.
2.
Yo.
Let me roll for person. Alright, well, they resist.
Nope. We are a neutral vessel.
Yeah, I want to know what resist means here. What is he doing exactly?
Doesn't see you.
We'll get to it next turn.
All right.
I like how the guns became disabled the moment after them being disabled is irrelevant.
Alright, Babbler Monster is going to try again.
You could have shot at Babylon Monster.
That's true.
Babbler Monster misses the ship.
It's flying off to nowhere now.
Whoop! Whee!
Oh no!
He's off, ladies and gentlemen.
Now you gotta convince the new ship to catch him.
Babbler Monster concedes from the conflict.
Oh.
Okay, so if I'm still looking at this and I see the Babbler Monster falling, oh,
It's not so much
I don't
falling
know.
as he jumped off into nothing.
Yeah, the Babbler Monster jumped off just below the ship.
okay, but I can see the Babbler Monster falling. Oh, you know what? The dogs aren't nearly close enough.
No,
to me,
the camera is now pointed at Milk, giving his ultimatum.
Can we not just see the I can't just look out the window of the ship and see that this is happening.
You can see the inside of the port building.
Oh. See,
What strikes
okay. I should have specified that I wanted to go out and to be able to see this with my own eyes. Well, eye sockets. But oh well.
Well, Sroik
Never mind.
hasn't even exited the port yet.
Oh.
Halfway
Okay,
there.
never mind then.
What are you doing exiting the port when I haven't?
I keep forgetting how big this port is. That's okay.
Yes.
Alright, so the
scale is
ship
trickery.
opens fire on the clamp.
Does nothing.
Winnie.
We're doing it. Don't even know anymore. Part of me just wants to summon something else just to see what it is.
Of course. More options. And
That
more
is
options.
right.
More options in a card game setting is always the better option.
You have no reason not to.
And nothing else to do.
It's like, well, I'm
Ah,
Like
monster generator. Nice. You've created a new myth.
Oh, boy.
Let's see. We got
That's not a card game at all.
the Dream
one name.
Destroyer.
Generate name.
Babble monster.
Huh. It's the bearded charmer cremator.
What?
So it's like,
So
like
I I should probably stay away from that.
It's like it seduces people into their own destruction.
And
No,
has
no.
a beard.
It
Yeah,
creates traumas.
It's a very nice beard.
I think we omit the beard. It is part of the name, and just say it has one. So it is the Charmer Cremator.
It's a bearded version.
In parentheses, bearded.
No, that's not a cremator as in, like, fire. It's a cremator.
As in cream.
It's like CREAM. What?
Oh, hello there.
What? So it's just like a Casanova thing?
And then it pulls out, like, a cake froster.
That's look. I don't care what it does once it's accomplished.
So, this is the thing that you've got.
It just shows up and winks at you.
Yes.
We're gonna have a picnic up here.
Pulls out the cake froster.
Hey, Winnie.
Oh. Can you shoot that cake frosting at that windshield?
Okay, I chose the
I can
best
shoot it
moment
wherever
to
you
listen
want.
in.
Thank you.
I chose the best
Thank you.
moment to listen in. Can you shoot the cake frosting at the windshield? Great.
So, when he just summoned the bearded charmer cremator, except it's
Okay, no.
cremator.
It's basically Casanova, but with cake frosting.
Okay, why do you even need me for that? This is brilliant.
Hey, that frosting goes a good, like, 2 feet.
I can shoot it wherever you want. Proceed to fail the roll.
Within my acceptable parameters. Brilliant.
It's okay, you tried.
Okay, now I'm
Wink.
The
okay.
bearded
Disappearing
charmer,
again.
the bearded charmer cremator and the clay shifter are gonna get buried.
Alright. So the oh wait, I rolled that secretly. The Dark Angel got a -1. Cast form. Ooh, 4.
Ooh,
Ship dodge. Ooh, 4.
what?
Wow.
Like, it's honestly kind of amazing because the ship has one more one more plus to dodging. And cast form keeps tying it.
So what does tying even do? Like nothing, basically.
One
Same
or
as
the other
dodge.
gets a boost, but I don't really care right now.
But it's NPC to NPC, yeah.
Milk.
Ooh.
The ultimatum.
Cameraman stops you.
You're not allowed
Could you
up
tell
here.
us what you're trying to find?
Oh, well, okay, so we came here to look for your local monsters, and I figured if I could go on top of the highest structure here, I have the best chance of seeing one. So if you could just fly me up to the sky, like, that'd be great.
And we'll continue the interview on your next initiative. Ship.
Gotta be
Attempts
real
to
quick.
open fire and continues to fail. Winnie.
I'm not prepared for this.
No, prepared.
The charmer is licking the excess frosting off of the cake froster.
Okay.
It's like the equivalent
Not even a
to...
myth.
No, God, I forgot.
It's just a dude. They're just a dude with a beard and a cake froster, and they just happen to be suave. Not even a myth at all. He's like, so, how we getting down?
We'll worry about that later.
I feel like I cut someone off there. Sorry.
No, don't worry. I need time to think.
Burp.
I agree.
Question: when the ship's been trying to open fire, is it facing towards the palace?
Yeah, it's still facing towards the palace.
Back.
I'm going
Well-
to
Welcome.
Summon a
just
thing?
tell. No, or I guess since talking is free action, I could, unless telepathy takes an action, or if I can just yell to the whatever that Yu-Gi-Oh card's name was. I want it to
Dark Angel.
suddenly stop clamping the guns the next time it shoots. And well, so I tell it that, and should I summon something else?
Yes,
Always.
absolutely.
It's gonna have a picnic up here.
Anger Mold showing up third time.
Hey, Pokemon TCG again.
Potion, 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 potion.
Has to be a thing. Same rules as Hearthstone.
Potion is a thing.
Yeah, potion's
Yeah.
a card.
A minion. Like
It's Sunflora.
Oh,
Sweet. You got a nice
Better.
flower there.
Like, the second most worthless. Well, no, not really, but.
Strike-
Sunken literally has the least stats in the entire
It's a
game.
dance.
In before
No,
the
that's
cremator-
Sunkern.
in
Yeah,
before
that's
the-
what I meant. Revolution.
And before the cremator uses the flour to make a cake.
Yeah, Cremator is frosting the flower.
can I use Grass Whistle to remove the stress from milk?
what?
Because the grass was so build up some floor. Let me read it out.
Is
loud
milk
for-
a grass Pokemon?
No, I'm fighting type, obviously.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Fine.
What was the question?
Is milk a grass type?
Let me
So,
read
no,
grass
you
whistle,
can't do it.
basically. It's got once during your turn, before you attack, you may remove one damage counter from each of your grass Pokemon. Yeah.
Jazz is more likely to be a grass.
Strike is bug type. Winnie is furry type.
Probably dark, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's not. I'm thinking Yu-Gi-Oh for beast type. Beast spellcaster, beast warrior.
Animals.
What types would Jazz be? They've got like a lichen head, but their body's like.
It's a really slimy plant.
I'd put them as probably either fairy or like plant / psychic
Maybe bug.
or bug. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
bugs
so-
would make sense actually.
Jimmy is probably dog fairy.
Is Petal Dance a
Yeah,
shoot?
grass / bug. I'll say that. Oh, yeah, I've decided that Jazz is grass / bug, just in case we get a
So-
Pokemon card where that matters.
Yeah, Petal Dance would be a shoot.
Would Alfred be a dark type or a ghost type?
I think he's a
Ghost.
Rock
Yeah.
type.
Probably ghost.
Ghost rock.
Glad we're getting all these details down.
Very important.
I have Sunflora use Petal Dance at the ship.
Right, Sunflora has 3 shoot.
Whoa.
Well,
And it gets
Nice.
2 chances to hit.
pedal dance.
So first, 4 versus. Ooh. 4
Five.
versus -1.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey, that's with style, and then some.
So 5 shift hit, the ship goes down, and then it attacks again. Alright, so that's 1 versus can't defend.
It took a happy sunflower to finally get the ship down.
Sunflower!
You're just adding injury to injury.
You're not supposed to kill people, though.
You can eject. They're not dead. They're just falling.
Alright, so the ship just kind of goes into a spin.
I'll mentally tell all of my minions to fly away.
Slams into a nearby building.
I can do that.
Killing the crew instantly.
The clamp is still there.
No, you said the ship fired, yeah? On
The
its
ship
way
did
down?
not fire this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I did tell the clamp guy to unclamp so that the ship will
After the
accidentally
next
shoot
time
the
it
pilots.
fires,
Yeah. You told it to clamp the next time it fired, or unclamp the next time it fired.
which it hasn't.
That's true. Well, he's still invincible so long as
That's
it's,
true.
it's the grounds before next turn.
Well,
Look, if these people would be reasonable and just give us ride when we ask, none of this would happen.
it's reasonable, says the man atop a temple.
Not there yet.
65% of the way atop a temple.
Well, he's in a ship now. New ship.
Sir, can you tell us who your accomplice is?
Oh, that's Winnie. She's a really good friend of mine. She's like a wizard. I don't really understand her deal, but she's pretty
Baron
cool.
Winnie.
Who else are you working with?
Baroness.
Oh, jeez, okay. So, I just...
Is this being broadcast?
Oh, of course.
Are you-
I think
is
it's
your-
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is on the news right now.
Is your
Live.
comlink
I call
Comlinks are a thing.
immediately.
Who are your accomplices? Oh, that's one of them now.
It's alright, so, okay, so...
You are.
I call him out.
Well, so you call me that right there? Right then and there you call
Yeah.
me? So before I get a chance, I was like, oh, well, my new manager, Jimothy, is on my secret thing. Do you want to speak with him? I'm going to
hang
unhook
up
my
again.
comm.
Yes, I would.
and- So I unhooked my
Nice.
comm to try to make him listen.
You turn on the speaker mode.
But he hang up. Oh, well, I guess he saw I was busy. So yeah, there's him. There's our leader, Sasha.
Shrek is making their way.
Do
over
they
to-
have last names?
Probably. Look, I personally don't believe in last name. One name is enough. That's what I say. Yeah, there's a bunch of other guys. I mean, look. Look. After we have a look around for monsters, I can make you meet them if you want to. They're pretty cool.
How about you tell us more about your allies along on the way?
No, I mean, look. Seeing them will tell you a lot more than what I can say. They're all really friendly. Like, just look. I'll tell you where to go.
I think that's the point where I'm just going to leave the ship and never return again.
You don't know how this is gonna develop. So I guess on the way we'll meet for strike.
Yeah,
I'm just
so-
imagining Jimothy like stepping off the ship, like casually tossing the royalty papers into the garbage.
So
Oh, that identity's a known terrorist now. Time to find another way out.
So, no, just let me know when Strike gets to the crash site.
Well, I feel like we'd encounter you first while we're flying in the ship.
Shrike is ignoring you.
But like, if I see you, I'd say to the pilot, "Hey, that's one of my friends. Hey, Shrike. Hey." As I
Alright, camera is now facing Shrike.
Strike's dropped at the crash site. He's not going to milk anymore. Strike. So specifically, what Strike is doing is cleaning up the mess.
Finally,
inclu-
yes.
That includes any debris from the shattered building, opening up the ship like a can opener. I'll spend a fate point if you want, and pulling out any
you
survivors.
can spend a fate point to say that the person survived.
Sure.
They survived.
Sweet. And I am like opening the ship up like a can opener with my jaws. Should I fate point on that too?
Yes.
All right. And me and all my Stroiklings too are all gathering, just to pull out every living person out of the ship, safely get them out,
All
and
one of
clean up
them.
the rubble. What?
All one of them.
All one surviving person? Oh, can I spend another to have everyone survive, or rather
No.
have that be? No.
It's a single
There's
person ship.
no one else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's only one person in the ship. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna eat the rest of the ship too, because it's debris.
Alright, so Winnie, what are you doing?
Having a picnic with all my friends here.
On the side of the building.
Yeah, still hidden.
Sunflora and the cremator have gone off. You don't even want to think about it. Cast Form and the Dark Angel just kind of floating around.
Yeah, they're okay in the sky.
The Visor has still not returned because you still haven't told it to.
Be clamping to the ship down there.
It's still clamped to the gun.
Yeah, well,
So you're having a
Well-
picnic with Cast Form and the Dark Angel?
I'm wondering if I want to try climbing up the palace now myself. But of course, I would be using teleport just to go from stable step to place.
Yeah, you're just like standing on like a windowsill right now.
Yeah, this didn't seem like the safest place, so
Especially
Yeah.
for a known terrorist.
I'm sure things will get cleared up. Yeah, I'm going to use teleports to teleport to place to get to the top of the building.
Plan
Alright.
succeeded.
So give me a magic.
Wow.
Nice. You get there first. You leave all your summons behind. They'll figure it out on their own.
They usually do. I would have told them, hey, I'm going to go to the top. They can fly up there if they want.
Two of them can.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure the bearded charmer cremator will get there just.
He will use the power of cream.
Alright, so Winnie, you are now on top. Milk, you saw Winnie doing a little teleport dance upwards.
I mentally give her a thumbs up. It's not like I can do much about it. I would ask for the pilot's and the camera guy's name.
Let's find out.
Do they have one?
They are Rojark and Nohors.
Which is which?
Pilot and Camera Lizard.
All right, no worries. So like, people didn't expect me to bring people over, so just be careful. But look, I'm sure everyone's gonna be excited that you've agreed to help us look around for monsters.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, otherwise I'm just kind of enjoying the ride. Like, it can't be that long.
Can you give me a notice?
All right.
Yeah,
I
you've
have
been
noticed.
noticing that Nohor's has been messing with his ear a lot.
So you got like an infection, or?
Oh no, I'm fine.
Is there a insight? Figure out if someone's lying?
Empathy.
Empathy? Alright, no, okay.
His ear is fine.
Yeah, his ear's fine.
They're probably telling the truth.
I mean, he doesn't even have ears, like, it's like little holes in their head.
Doesn't he have to roll deceive?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys get tourists often?
No.
Hey, this is kind of on the fringe of civilization. I think it's a pretty nice place, though, but a bit too many buildings for me, but I get it.
We especially don't get your kind of visitors very often.
Oh,
Every very often.
We don't get them every so very often.
You'll tries to parse the sentence. And to be fair, like, we're all from different places, but it's cool meeting people from other places. Anyways, we should be getting there pretty soon.
Right now I'm looking at like the next few names in the generator. It's like, spoilers, here's the names of the next 3 people you're going to meet.
Oh, jeez.
Nerds, Gruzrig, and
Freenige.
Freenej.
Freenesh.
Grisrig, honestly, that's like a 2-syllable name. That's amazing.
Yeah, Gruzrig.
It's like, oh, you going out for Grisrigs later?
Gruyere sounds kind of like a cheese, like Gruyere or something.
Yeah.
Or groceries.
So how long until this entire ship is gone with me and my 42 Schweiklings?
A disturbingly short period of time.
Wonderful.
Actually, I have no idea if the ship is going anywhere.
Alright, and,
so I should
Milk.
move myself.
Give me a notice.
Alright.
Alright, it's at this point that you realize that you are way too high up to actually be able to see anything.
Oh. Okay, hey, pilot, no try, go down a little bit. You're a little too high. I can't see anything from here. I appreciate this. This looks pretty rad, though. I'm gonna admit it.
Well, don't you
I'm
think you
gonna-
should invite your friends?
Oh, I don't like only like
More
one
eyes.
of them. I mean, most of them wouldn't be able to come here. A few of them might be, but not everyone. And
Oh, why is
Polina
that?
can't. Well, most of them can't fly.
I mean, that's what you have the ship for, isn't it?
Yeah, no, Polina can't leave for like another week.
I mean, this ship. Oh,
Well-
you have your own ship.
Well,
You call it Paulina?
Well, how did you think we got here? Like, come on, man, you're on TV. You're gonna look dumb for the people at home.
He's messing with his ear again. Who is currently on the ship?
Oh, that, like, I don't really know.
Not
just
asking you.
Oh. Wait, who are you asking?
I am, but not for long. Like,
The group.
Jimothy is just
Oh.
bagging as much of his stuff as he can, and then just getting out of there.
Jazz, Alfred?
I mean, I was intending to be out at port, but if I'm not able to see the things for my own eye sockets, then I'll probably just be on the ship.
And
So,
Jazz?
Elf,
Where are you?
Where is Jazz? I've been trying to figure that out myself. I'm just gonna say that Jazz.
Just gonna say that Jazz.
You know,
What?
that's all it.
Jazz.
You ain't getting any more out of me. you coppers.
I'm just gonna say that Jazz.
Oh, did it miss a couple words?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just gonna say that Jazz.
Good enough.
So where is
Bonk.
that?
Alright, so Jimothy, as you are starting to head out at the port locks down.
Before or after they leave?
As you are, getting close.
Dang it.
You can make a run for it. Try to get in, underneath the doors as they're closing.
I will try to do that, even though I have absolutely no skill as such.
Alright, give me an athletics.
Give me this. Yeah, it's not a negative. But you have incriminated yourself by sprinting.
And it's not negative, but it's not a positive either.
I'm just in time to be under the gates as it closes.
You also
You're nowhere close.
You also do have 4 fate points and possibly some stuff you can spend.
And if you got 4 different things to invoke, you can try to get a legendary.
I don't even have a single one.
Not with that attitude.
Let's see, Jimothy Ferrero. Hey, you actually have it last time. Oh yeah, and you have people tend to remember me. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's gonna be a bitch.
What is it?
People tend to remember me, and he's a character who doesn't want to be remembered. You got the wrong group.
Alright, so the port is locked down.
I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Alfred, Jazz. Paulina is informing you of this. And Paulina's feeling...
Oh no.
Ambivalent towards good and evil.
Exciting.
hateful, but many mistake it for being creative. Antisocial on the surface, but pleased underneath. Excited, but many mistake it for being melancholy.
I'll say antisocial, but please.
I like hateful.
It's Jazz and
I kind of want to
Alfred.
go for hateful.
Yeah.
Jazz and Alfred, only opinions.
I know this is gonna be bad for us, but I'm gonna have to go for hateful.
Well, there you have it.
Alright, hateful. Creatively hateful.
Okay. So my question is, have my dogs already escaped the place before it locked down?
Yes.
Yeah, they're with or past, probably past strike.
Okay. So the dogs are safe.
Yes.
All right.
There's awful.
I look at Jazz and I'm just like, do you have any ideas?
About what?
I'm pretty sure they've just locked down the port, and they're
Oh.
probably going to be coming straight for us. I can turn into a pile of bones, and they can just mistake me for trash. If need-
And that'll look great.
Paulina
for Jazz.
is giving you a report on the port being put into lockdown while throwing in a number of indecipherable insults about the lizards.
I'll come back, Winnie.
Also, I mean, the news feed is on. You guys know that I mentioned Polina. I'm pretty sure someone can add 1-on-1.
Yeah, they're coming directly for us. So we need to either get off this ship right now, or we need to hide ourselves on the ship. And personally, I'm trying to think of a good creative way that we can escape this ship and be safe.
Turn Paulina into a dog.
You could make the argument, it's like, hey, Polina, can we leave the city without leaving the planet? Is that within your operatives?
And
Are
detecting
you
people
ask-
approaching, there's an 86% chance that these are inspectors.
Or what?
Inspectors.
Okay, hold on a second. Can I rematerialize?
Yeah, hi.
Sure.
Welcome here. Everybody is a terrorist now.
Can I dematerialize again, please, now?
So you really take your chances when you go absent. Either everybody's doing their job wonderfully and like even better than you've ever been present, or everybody's a terrorist.
Life of Sasha is a really wonderful place. It's also apparently been written by someone with a really good taste for bitter comedy.
Bitter comedy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One day, Sasha's gonna rematerialize, learn that Milk is dead, and he's gonna be so happy.
No!
That day could have
I
been
want to kill him
today.
myself!
Beside himself.
Yeah, anyway, so everybody's a terrorist. What now?
I mean,
The port has been locked down, and there are inspectors like approaching the ship because Milk gave the name of the ship, where all of his accomplices are.
And this went all over on TV, so you actually know what happened because it was broadcast and stuff.
Yeah, Milk is listing off like people that he's working with on live television after attacking a police ship.
So, I'm gonna just bring this up. I feel like this is something that fate points should be generated for. All this giving names and stuff. I don't know what Milk's
Yeah,
qualities
that's
are.
a good point.
Yeah, underground fighting champ. I just think it's an interview.
Like, I think at
So, like,
least
how many
two,
names has
maybe
he given?
more.
He's given Paulina. He mentioned Winnie.
Yep.
He mentioned Jimothy. So
Yep.
that's 3 right there.
I mentioned Sasha,
Alfred is still
no.
safe, though.
So is
Oh, yeah.
Strike.
and I mentioned Strike. Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
No, you didn't
Yeah, but-
mention Sroik because you didn't see Sroik.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Also, Strike
What a-
just rescued the guy that tried to get killed. So,
Yeah,
neutral
you
there.
spent fate points on that.
Mhm.
By the way, now that I've reached the top, I'm going to stealth again.
Good.
Stuff on top.
Yeah, the ideal situation for me for the pilot is alive but stuck, so that Strike could unstuck them and save them.
What did you say, Fuse?
Do it.
You want me to spend a fate
Man.
point for stuck?
Very sneaky.
I'm going to hide now!
I mean, she's on top of a spire. Like, it's real hard to hide there. There's not a whole lot.
When he just kind of
Did you-
climbs down a bit and like holds on to the top.
Freaking-
Winnie
Nobody will
just
see me
stands
from
on the
that
very
angle.
top of the fire and just stands straight up and pretends to be an extension of it.
Makes her best gargoyle imitation.
I mean,
We're not
he's
even
going to-
questioning how Winnie is standing up there.
Yeah.
I mean, she could stay on a moving
Okay.
ship. I'm not really questioning
Okay,
it.
you say the port is in lockdown. Who else is on the ship?
Alfred and Jazz
Alfred.
and Jimothy left.
Well, still in
Timothy's
the
already
port.
gone. Do we know if Jimothy's actually obviously able to escape?
I don't think he
Sensors
announced
indicate that Jimothy is stuck inside.
But like, did he
Okay.
announce his departure or?
Okay, so actually,
Hell
I'm gonna
no.
ask this. We've been outside of the ship at least once, right? Because
Yes.
yeah, we have. 'Cause we've looked
Yeah.
around. Are there any grates or like things that would be easily gettable to? That's not a word. Can we get to them
You mean-
easily? Any grates?
Oh, you mean? Is there
Great
a way
events.
for us to? Is there a way for us to easily go through the walls? Sashi goes as he lifts up his portable mitigator. which
Yeah, there
allows him to
would
walk
be
through
grates
walls.
frequently.
Okay.
Good,
Well,
because
I do not know about
Because
y'all,
they have
but I
to
already have an idea
meticulously
on how
clean
I-
this place.
Great.
Okay. Well, my idea is that we all pretend that we were about to go bowling and off.
You're about to go what?
We were all about to go bowling, and Milk ran off on his own.
Fuse,
So there are
is
drains
there-
frequently.
Yes. Fuse. Is there still is there still a capsule docked to SS Paulina?
The broken escape pod?
Oh, it's broken. Well, crap.
I mean, it crashed into Paulina, so.
If it wasn't broken, Jimothy wouldn't be here.
True that. True that.
I mean, good luck finding another ship to dock onto.
In the
okay.
meanwhile, I want to hide because I don't want to be out in the open when people are looking for us.
All right. So
Stealth.
Okay. Yeah.
Could be better.
Oh, hey, there you are, Jimothy.
Oh boy. What have you gotten us into?
Alright, so how are you going to defuse this situation?
Who in particular was that directed to?
Well, Jimothy's just hiding.
Hiding and looking for an opportunity to find a way to sneak out.
Okay, so I have a. See, I'm conflicted because on the one hand, Alfred would want to escape. On the other hand, he would feel it is his duty to help everybody else escape as well. On the other hand, he has no, as far as I can tell, he doesn't have any way of actually helping anybody else escape.
All right. So Sasha would like to ask somebody to give him. Right. Okay. Can someone please provide me with additional protection?
Protection as in armor, or protection as in hiding?
As an armor.
Armor.
Um,
I can summon armor for you,
Certainly.
but we'll have to do it very quickly. I already have a way that I can hide. Actually, I have a question out of character. So this Paulina, does Paulina's the trash area, like whatever you call it, is it like
The
a
vents?
trash compactor? Whatever it is that that would allow me to normally launch myself into space. Does it just like dump things outside of the ship? Or does it like burn it? Is it an incinerator? Is it a crusher?
As far as I remember, it's an incinerator.
Crap.
Or,
Okay.
here's an idea. Why don't you have
Also-
Paulina roll stealth?
The incinerator also probably hasn't been used
Oh,
in a
yeah.
while since
Paulina
Paulina joined.
is a stealth ship.
yeah.
Paulina, turn on cloaking and fly around the place,
Is docked.
the dock. I swear, I swear, Alfred is more tactful than I am.
Alright, Paulina is rolling stealth.
Good gods.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
She's pretending to
why
be
I
a
mentioned
human, standing
Right.
there nonchalantly.
Paulina activates stealth mode and moves to a different position.
Alter the map.
No.
It still has to be in the portal. All right, so this bought us some time. Now what?
Now Milk just looks crazy.
I
In
mean,
the meantime, Sasha tries to basically goes into the observation room and tries to investigate the dock around him. Tries to look for a weak spot, an opening, a way to disable the
Oh,
lockdown.
there are the drains.
No, I mean, is there a way to move a ship to a different position out of the dock?
An entire ship?
Yes.
Explosives.
Well, if you could somehow get the doors back open.
Is the size of my portable mitigate? Is the size and strength of my portable mitigator good enough to create
No.
a portal for the ship to pass? Okay.
Can Paulina use computer to hack the doors?
Attempting. I'm going to give this a difficulty of 6.
Can I assist Paulina? I have computers.
You can.
Which is what I'm going to do.
That makes that roll a 6.
Why does it have to be the person that's not there giving all the good advice?
I mean, I'm already here.
Yeah, he is there. He is in place.
I mean, me, the person telling you to roll stealth and computer.
And not only are you not anywhere near there, you don't even know that anything is going on.
Yeah, I'm suggesting it as a player to the other players.
Yeah. Nah, it's
It's like,
because
oh yeah,
I'm
those
like,
things that Paulina is good at. The reason why you have this ship. So yeah,
Well,
Paulina
I mean,
undoes the lockdown.
I mean, we do have the comms now, so American Mirror works.
How good is Paulina?
What was that?
well, that saves me the effort of.
Very cool.
What about Coconut Paulina?
What?
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 How can Paulina unlock the doors remotely?
Hacking.
Okay.
I mean, she is
Oh, yeah.
docked to the ship.
You did say that this is like the first planet we've been on that has the internet thing. So there is Wi-Fi here.
Okay, what's Paulina's Overwatch score?
Where's God?
46.
Yeah, when was
What
the last
point
time?
do you get convergence again?
I believe
the last time?
40.
Anyway, door hack.
Yeah.
Is door hacked?
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah.
Sweet. What is the door doing?
The lockdown was reversed.
Okay. So all doors are open. I feel like that's good for Jimothy.
Yep, but if people are approaching, I'm not sure if I want to go through the main door.
Let me see if people notice Jimothy.
What's the crowd?
Hmm.
What's the crowd density like in here?
Mostly around
is
the
even-
outsides and by the door.
Hey, what is even happening?
So if you can deception some casualty, or no, being casual.
We have hostages.
If you can deception being casual, just walk into the crowd. I think once you're in the crowd, you should be fine.
That would be stealth.
Yeah. Hiding in plain sight.
So what's Jimothy doing?
Well, is there anybody like coming through the main gate, like these inspectors or something?
Well, there are already inspectors around.
Okay, that case, not. Well, there's no point in me trying to go through the gates or anything because that would just be raise more suspicion. So I'm just going to discreetly try to walk out, acting as if nothing was going on.
All right. And I already rolled for their investigation.
I made a token for the astral doggo.
You get through.
Where's the beard right now?
No. Like when he kind of lost track of all her buddies when she teleported up.
That is a great astral doggo.
They're on the side of the building somewhere.
Thank you.
Look at that astral doggo.
That is one great astral doggo. I'd hug it, but I'd go straight through. And then get bit.
Put your arms where it's
That's a good dog.
Great dog, go.
Well, bit playfully. Nipped.
So, Jimothy
That's how the dog howls.
Jimothy is out. O-U-T out. The three of you are stealthed in the ship. Investigators may or may not have found anybody.
That's a big dog.
The dogs have been tasked with, if I recall correctly, retrieving the ammo from the guns of the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that is in fact what it was.
All right.
And because
Okay.
the doggo was faster than a strike, it would have gotten there before a strike did, so it was
Yes.
able to retrieve the ammo.
Okay,
It is
what
flying back.
is even happening?
Around
What
this
is
time,
even
the
happening?
doggos fly through the door after Jimothy and go directly to where the Paulina
No!
is hiding.
No!
And just start spewing bullets onto the ground.
Like,
The
shooting or
dogs
just
sit
moving?
and await a reward.
Bad dog! Bad dog!
Not
Okay.
tell them they were bad. They did exactly as they were told.
Yeah.
I just
do
didn't
I
have the
see-
foresight. I
Do
lacked
I
the
see this? Do I see this?
Yes, they're like magical dogs spewing bullets onto the ground and then looking directly at where the ship is hiding.
Wagging
Well,
their
no,
tails.
wouldn't they come straight to the ship and then drop them at Alfred's feet?
Want to spend a fate point on it?
Yeah, sure, I will.
Alright, so they go through the wall, disappearing into the stealth ship after making a big deal of flying around.
Yep, because they're dogs. They're happy,
And then they spew bullets all over the ground.
and they wait for a reward. There you go. Oh, so wait. So we've officially hacked the door so that
Yes.
the port is open. I'll just say, Paulina, fly to a different area of this planet.
Rapport.
Right. All right. That's one of my high ones.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow!
Wow.
4 in rapport.
+3 and node minuses.
Alright, so
You are
Paulina's gonna fly off.
Punch it, Chewie.
You are now.
I mean,
You
Paulina.
are now officially our new pilot.
Yeah, that's because the old pilot just left.
Polina is a servant to the servant of man.
Servant leadership. It's a thing.
Actually, it's kind of like the mechanical servant helping the biological servant of man. It's kind of symbolic. I like this.
Yeah.
And let's get Paulina onto the token layer.
Ooh,
Okay, I'm sorry. Now I actually have to disappear.
third time's the charm. Maybe this time you won't.
Whoosh! Whoosh!
Right.
Alright, where are you going to?
Okay, so we still have milk in the reporter ship. The babbler monster is probably on the ground already, right?
Still free falling.
Still free falling. And
Who
Winnie
knows?
is still on the. And Winnie is where? On the Emperor Palace?
The very top.
Top of the Emperor Palace.
Oh, as a reminder, Stroik left the ship and vis-a-vis a newscast when the bullets started flying. The only update Stroik is aware of the entire situation is the ship crashed. And because Stroik was given the rules in the order that Stroik was given, making sure people don't die is above making sure we don't kill people is above making sure we don't die. Which is why Stroik is investigating the ship before making sure Milk is okay.
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, well, we do know that you went to go seek milk, so.
I mean, you are very aware that you're at half capacity right now.
Yeah. So my first thought is to go to the Emperor Palace and try as quickly as possible to grab Winnie, and then fly around,
All
just
right.
like stay aloft so they can't find us.
So the invisible ship parks next to Winnie in the air. It continues to be invisible.
Yeah, but,
Winnie,
I'm
can you
assuming-
make a notice roll?
Well, I was intending to like open a door or something.
I want to
Or
see
just-
if Winnie can make the legendary notice roll.
I noticed there's only 2.
Notice invisible ship.
So it's literally impossible.
If you get a
no,
6,
you don't.
Wait! I send the astral doggos out of the invisible ship to greet her, and then show her where to go.
All right,
Or to show us where
Doggo
we
is
are.
greeted by Doggos.
I don't.
And then doggos come back to the ship
And
to show her.
then you
where
are
to-
fetched.
Yep.
I didn't get a chance to notice to look for monsters like Milk was going to.
Also, did the doggos get treats?
Give me another
Getting
notice.
arrested?
Yeah, no,
Doggos?
you're way too high up.
Milk, your idea was bad.
Okay.
I
So now
cannot
we-
respond.
I think we figured that out.
All right. So now we leave this area, just so that we can kind of stay aloft and we won't get detected.
Are you
Of course,
looking
I
for
do.
the others?
I suppose
Or
we
are you
would
just
like,
flying
we would
off?
kind of fly. No, we would fly around and see if we could see anybody else.
Well, Stroik is right down there.
Okay.
Not that you can see.
Is anybody around Shrike? Like any of the other?
No.
Milk
Uh,
is
what?
high up.
I did take my cum with me.
Your what?
The cum.
Oh, okay.
And Milk would be on the news ship flying down to around this area to investigate the crashed ship.
Which they don't
That's a
find.
problem. Okay.
I swear I
Yeah.
saw the ship crash here.
Well, they can see the damaged building, not the rubble from it, though.
There's definitely damages on the building. And who's that?
So
Wait,
Stroik, after eating the ship, is like sizing up the pilot, making sure they're okay. Specifically, making sure they're alive. Beyond that, Stroik doesn't really care. So Stroik pulls
This
the pilot
just
out.
in. It looks like the pilot survived. and is currently being assaulted by an army of bugs.
Oh no! He's fine.
What?
That's Strike. I told you about him. He's a cool bug man. Hey, Strike!
Tell me more about this Strike.
Come over here. Gonna want to appear on TV?
Yeah, after Strike makes sure that the pilot is alive and being called out to by Milk, Strike will approach Milk.
Hey, Strike, do your thing with the antennae.
What?
That's what he said.
So, exist?
Yeah, see how cool that is?
Hey,
the question, what with his antennas? Because communicates with
Yeah,
just
pretty
like
much. So, is the vessel still in the air? The news vessel.
Yes.
Also, do I get any words of thanks from the pilot? How does he react to being pulled out of the wreckage? First of all.
He is unconscious.
Okay. So, still in the air, Shrike and the Shrikelings fly up to the vessel and land in the open door, if that is a thing I am able.
Yeah.
Alright. I ask Milk if he is...
Whoa! This thing's a bit over capacity.
Shrike weighs like 12 pounds.
There are 43 of him.
The other ones are tiny.
They take up too much space.
They're climbing, they're like swarming the outside of the vessel, it's fine.
Don't worry about it. He
Pilot
just got kids
disagrees.
They're
recently.
keeping the windshield clear, maybe, I don't know. Shrike understands how human eyesight works. Anyway. Or lizard eyesight.
As a reminder, the rest of the group is watching this in Paulina, stealthed right next to them.
So, Shrike asks Milk if Milk is okay.
Oh, I'm fine. These people have been really friendly.
Shrike looks at them, motionless, or rather, speechless, twitching, antenna twitching, and asks if they are helping with the mission.
Yeah, I asked if they would give us a ride so we can spot the monsters like more easily by flying around.
We
Yeah,
already know where
but
the
do you know where
monsters go.
the rest of your group is?
Probably just still part.
Shrike says no. I don't.
I mean, probably still part. Why did he?
No, like, yes, probably still parked, but do I know where they are? Objectively, no.
All right, fair. You know what? Look, Troy has a unique way of thinking.
At that point, Shrike just kind of turns around and leaves.
Sure, you don't want to lift back to the Polina?
Shrike's out to investigate these creatures.
All right, that's cool.
Can I send a comm voice to Shrike?
I don't think Shrike is wearing a comm. So here's a
He's
problem with
anti-civilized.
Shrike.
Nice.
What direction is Soroik leaving in?
Twist creature. GM, this is something I've said in passing, but I would like to establish it as like fact about Shrike. I'm willing to spend a fate point to establish it if you want me to. Shrike doesn't talk with their mouth. Shrike emulates speech through vibrations of their wings.
Yes,
I
you've
I mean,
stated
that's what
this.
speech
Yeah.
is anyway.
So,
Speech is just vibrating the air, so...
yeah, so
What's more, the issue is that Smrike is anti-civilized and will probably not be wearing a comm thing.
right, and the reason I bring this up is because like if there was some like usually a microphone would go in front of the mouth, but there's no real good place to put a microphone for Shrike.
That makes
So
sense.
it'd be very difficult for Shrike to wear one. Unless it was just like an omnidirectional microphone.
Alright, Soroik has no microphone. Bonk.
Yep.
Rip.
Does he have?
Hey, nice. Thank you. So yeah, Shrike is going towards the twist creature. Because like We're here to investigate these myths, and we already all left, presumably. So we just kind of left the ship, assuming everyone else was leaving too. I guess. Like, yeah, I don't know where they are.
Milk already
That
left. I guess
probably.
that's how it goes. We all pick a monster, and
Yeah. Retroactive rationality. Gotta love it.
Okay. Am I able? You know what? Am I able to ask Paulina what the people think of the Shrine Emulator and the Twist Creature and all these other monsters?
You sure are able to ask that.
I am gonna ask that.
Paulina
Discover
doesn't
mood.
know.
And when I see Shroik just starting to fly off in some direction towards the city, I'm going to use telepathy to let him know that, hey, we're in the ship and we're right behind you now.
Alright, so new move for Paulina. Is Paulina contemplative and hostile? Ambitious and jealous? Or earnest, which deliberately conceals being terrified?
Yes.
She's contemplating
Yes.
how to make everything worse.
Ernest.
Ernest, scared, stupid.
Ernest.
This is literally Ernest, scared, stupid.
I believe we should get back on task. Immediately.
I agree, but we have to figure out what we're gonna do with Milk. He could be, imprisoned.
We should recover milk.
You're right.
Recover milk
Dogs?
immediately.
Dogs fetch. And then, as soon as
And then
as soon as
dogs
anything-
just kind of fly out of space.
Have the dogs been being given treats between all their fetches? Because they've been awaiting them, and I haven't heard anybody giving them to them.
I'm sorry, there
Neither
was a
have
lot
I.
of roleplay happening at the time, but they're fine for now. But they're anticipating even more treats for obeying.
Oh, you
multiple
better
commands.
believe it.
You better believe they're gonna get
did
something.
say you did say you've been amassing bones.
Yes, that was my exact plan.
Nice.
Alright,
Well,
milk has
not
been
quite,
fetched.
All right, now we fly over to Twist Creature in stealth mode.
What about Stroik? Don't forget Stroik. Keep Stroik.
Well, isn't Shrike already headed there?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, no. We should fetch Shrike too.
Should leave the Babbler monster.
Oh yeah, Strike's gonna check the Babbler monster. Can Strike investigate to find Babbler monster?
Stroik can attempt.
also, how does that fetch happen? Because I don't know if I just let myself get carried by dogs.
I will edge.
Dogs, grab
I
milk
suppose.
and then
I
fly
suppose you
away.
could-
You can attempt
Roll.
to block that.
Well, yeah.
Give me a physique.
What kind of monster would punch a dog?
Well, I'm giant. Those
I know,
dogs are appearing
Or-
suddenly.
Like, are you trying to resist their grab or punch them?
I'm going to kick the dog that's coming at me with its mouth open.
All right, give me a
Fair
fight.
enough. Self-defense.
Yeah. So, whoa, watch out there. There's
There
a
are
dog.
like
I'm gonna.
3 dogs.
Okay. Well,
Oh no!
Punch,
Monster.
punch the dog so hard it manifests itself.
All right, and dog. I'm gonna say that dog has a fight of 5.
all
So that's a
right.
3. So 4 net hits.
What about Milk's weapon?
Oh,
Milk has
Huh.
yeah. So that's
Right.
8, 9. That's a 10.
Oh, okay. 10.
Milk has a weapon.
So that's 7 net hits.
So actually, we need to figure out exactly how the astral fog works.
Alright, so the doggos go out to fetch milk,
And they
get kicked, and explode.
Yeah.
You monster!
I'm just imagining I'm just imagining this from the news guy's perspective. Like, he's just sitting there talking to Milk. He's jotting down the notes of this terrorist willing to cooperate.
And
Suddenly, a
Strike like
ghost
flies
dog.
away, and then 3 dogs just appear in the air, fly into the into the ship, and then Milk just kicks them, and
Not
they
missing a beat.
explode.
Not missing a beat, just like not even like terrified. Oh, he's just like, oh, dogs, kick.
Go
And
away,
then turns back to
dogs.
the news guy. So anyway,
Okay, this is gonna be instinctual. What? Oh, darn it! This isn't part of Alfred's trouble. But this is gonna be instinctual. The instinctual reaction is, Milk, they were trying to fetch you. The good boy is very displeased.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I was telling him that over the comms. It's like we're on the ship. We're right behind you.
Hey,
Don't say my name. Don't say my name.
why didn't you tell me? I thought I
Because
was
I
being
didn't think about it. I don't have.
like.
Who are
it's
you
a
talking
wild-
to?
I'm talking to the crew skeleton. Don't worry about it. Look,
Skeleton.
If I'm being attacked by dogs, I'm gonna self-defend. Like, what did you think was gonna happen?
you're giving these people some really creative stuff to work with. And they inevitably make some sort of slanted news report.
They don't have to.
The crew, who reportedly has a skeleton aboard, a skeleton of unknown origin.
I'm not going to fault you. I'm going to fault myself. I have served poorly. But we need you to get on the ship as soon as possible. And I can't think of any other way to do it stealthily, so
Hey, so Nohars, can we, I don't know, keep this talk going, a little bit in the future? Currently, my crew needs me, and I need to go and get them. But if you want to, talk some more later on, I'm sure we can arrange something.
all right, at this point I just tell Milk, run now. And well, actually I don't know which direction I would tell him to run. Run toward the palace. We're gonna land right next to the palace. Get in, and we're leaving.
Okay. All right. So there's an emergency. I'm the security officer. So I gotta respond to emergency. So talk to you later. I'm gonna jump off the ship and start running.
No.
Oh wait, he's still airborne?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not too high though. I
Okay,
don't
not too
think.
high. Okay.
I mean, if you're at the level of the palace, that's pretty high.
Oh well.
Bye.
Like, you're jumping off of a skyscraper.
Paulina, catch him! I didn't think this through either.
Meanwhile, Stroik, you did that investigate.
Yes, I'd like to say unsquashable endurance. So I'm gonna keep looking for the babbler monster until I find it.
Alright. And I'm going to roll a d2.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 50% chance that it would have hit one of the rooftops. That'll be on a 2.
Oh.
It didn't.
Okay.
So, Babbler Monster fell down all the way to the ground.
Is there a cartoonish babbler monster shaped hole?
Define shaped.
What? What?
I mean,
I'm
the
sorry.
battle monsters
If
probably
you're
all
going to
sorts
spend a
of
fate
shapes.
point on it?
Oh, that was for my investigate.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a 3 for my investigate.
Alright, so Babbler Monster is going to resist impact with the ground. Trying to decide
Babbler
how many
Mon-
shifts that... I'm going to call that 12. 12
Oh.
shifts. It only has +1 to physique right now. 6. So 6 shifts. Takes a moderate.
So, Stroik finds the, like I thought I was spending a fate point for the cartoon-shaped hole. Stroik finds the babbler monster.
Yep,
Picks
you
the
find the
Babbler
Babbler Monster.
Picks the babbler monster up because Stroik has no
That's
concept
not
of
happening.
What if all his strikelings help?
I'll roll physique against it.
Yeah, it has 5 physique currently, so
I have
roll
4.
against 5.
All right,
Well, what if all the Shrinklings helped?
that's true.
Oh, hey,
Also
5.
5.
So yeah, you pick up the babbler monster.
Yeah. Well, specifically what I meant, I was going to pick it up eventually, but specifically what I meant was raise it to its feet. But yeah,
You pick up the babbler monster.
all right. I pick it up and I ask it if it's okay.
I've been worse.
Wonderful. All right. Strike will let the babbler monster know we're going to investigate the twist creature. Hopefully not to kill it. Will you come along?
I've been awaiting meeting this creature. I would like to fight it.
If you must, let's keep it alive.
No promises.
Well, whatever. Strike will.
Whatever.
Like I want to press it, but I also don't like. I want to keep the scene moving. But it's like
Meanwhile, Milk, you jumped off a skyscraper.
Apparently.
Well,
What are you doing now?
I mean,
what else is there to do? He's falling.
yeah, I was told that Polina would be there to pick me up. Kind of.
so here's my suggestion. You said, as he was climbing the building, he was like wrecking the building as he like grabbed handfuls of concrete or whatever. So, I would see this as a suggestion that he could dig his fingers into the side of the building to slow his descent.
Yes,
like,
the babbler
video game
monster
style.
probably could do that.
Okay, so this babbler monster doing that.
Yeah.
Milk could try.
Milk could probably do that too. But
Right.
Alfred, give me a rapport.
All right, come on, don't fail me now.
You forgot to say please.
I will spend a fate point to make that better.
What are you
I'd like to-
invoking?
I am gonna be invoking serve hard too. I don't want one of my masters to die.
All right. You catch Milk.
Good. Hooray!
How fast
Right.
was he going?
Not too fast.
Just falling speed, like, but wasn't like hadn't reached peak velocity or anything.
Yeah, so
Okay, so-
from the perspective of the cameraman, Milk just kind of casually jumps off the ship. A hole opens up in space in front of him. He falls in, and then it closes.
Paulina, to the twist creature.
Oh, Alfred, first, there's some friends I wanted to pick up. And I'll point to up on the side of the building where the Charmer and Sunflora were.
Oh, what friends?
Some help for stopping the ship from shooting Milk and the Babel Monster. I don't want to
Ah.
leave them up there.
So I still have some of my dogs, do I?
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
And the good boy is very upset with you.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. So I'm already know that I can't summon more.
You
Okay,
didn't
so
give them any treats before they died.
first thought is we need to make sure that nobody knows that we're still in the area. So we just need to get them as quickly as possible. So yeah, we stop by exactly where they're at, open the door, bring them in as much as if we can.
That sounds good.
Oh, I guess we could also try to get Sroik and the Babbler Monster if nobody else is around them.
So, speaking of that, as a final detail for any leaving the scene, I think I'd like to have strike rapport to make the Babbler monster promise not to kill.
All right, give me a rapport.
Hey. Like, it's because you're talking to
All
a
right,
non-person.
it's going to will.
Okay, hold on.
No promises indeed.
And that's plus
So-
4 mental armor. So
Okay,
that's a
hold on.
14.
So if I let me think about this. I'm gonna see if I can spend 4 fate points here. I'm gonna see. Okay.
No, that's
You have to
that's
beat a
not enough.
14.
Yeah,
Oh,
you-
14.
yeah, that's not enough.
Yeah, save your fate points. It's okay. We'll figure
Okay.
something else out.
You have a lot of trouble convincing me and the Battlemaster to do anything. I'm aware.
Well, I'm not
sorry
trying to
about
convince
that.
him to do it. I'm trying to convince him to not kill something.
Kind of the same thing.
Babbler Monster is 100% dead set on fighting the twist creature to the death. There is
And
no
he-
convincing it.
And he knows I wouldn't try to stop him, so that's why we're a good team.
Like, to be fair, Battlemonster's not part of the crew, so...
Well, technically he is, because he's now part of my things. He's an aspect of me now.
Dang it.
Not an aspect, but a stunt. Rather.
Meanwhile, Jimothy.
Wait, wasn't there a thing where if your stunts become unavailable, you get a fate point for it? And wasn't there a scene where Milk was, but Babbler Monster wasn't?
I think that's only when the stunt is relevant.
Yeah, it's if I need to contact him or something, then I get it. But
If you need it and you
Oh.
don't have it because I did something that took it away.
yeah,
Okay.
like I specifically asked him to throw me away. I am the source of us being divided.
Sure, but
So-
then the Babbler Monster jumped off a building.
Yeah, like if once I was in the new ship and I needed him for whatever reason,
Yeah, then you would have gotten a
could
fate
claim-
point.
Okay.
Every scene where it would be useful.
Okay. I thought it was just passive. Alright, I just want to make sure everybody has all the fate points they need. Or they
That's-
deserve.
I respect that.
So, continue.
Yeah, I'm just trying to leave the port as discreetly as possible. No, I don't think the newscast crew wouldn't have been able to broadcast my face, so I'm relatively safe at that front, but I'm not going to try to contact the rest of the party or anything.
Alfred gets a fate point for the gaining the ire of the good boy.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I have one now.
Jimothy is in the market.
Also, I can't move my token anymore again. I can move everybody else's, but not mine.
Huh. That's really weird.
I can move Alfred.
Oh, we need to move Alfred? Okay.
Oh, so wait, so once I'm saved, once I'm in the ship, as soon as I see everyone there, I'm like, all right, what's the emergency?
The emergency is we need to get Shrek and some other people that I think Winnie brought about, summoned. We need to get them,
Yes.
and then we need to get straight to the twist creature because we have caused ourselves to be noticed, and this is going to be really problematic for us to finish the mission.
Well, why are we going to the twist creature then? Just to get them real quickly, I guess? Or...
To handle it real quickly, and it's kind of on the other side of town, so maybe people won't know about us. Actually, we
Alright.
might need to, after we get everybody together, maybe we can divert our attention to someplace that's maybe outside of the city, seeing as we need to lay low for a while.
But some of these monsters sound so cool.
Well, there's a lot of monsters.
All right,
There's
as
the-
you are discussing this, one of the walls of the palace explodes,
All right.
and there is a lizard approaching, casually hovering through the air.
Everybody looks at Winnie.
And at that point, we are going to end for today.
Oh man!
So
All right.
we've shifted the dynamic of our relationship with this city. I think that's pretty major for the plot of the story.
It's definitely not a major.
It's major for the plot, but it's not like a milestone or anything.
Yeah, it's an important arc in the story, but not in our mission.
Yeah.
I mean, it
You
could be
just made our mission
significant.
much harder.
It could be significant.
Like this, we're all set up. It's like, all right, everybody knows what they're doing. We know where we're going. Also, Milk's on the top of the palace.
Also,
Yeah,
King
I
Kong
think
is
today
happening right
was
now.
significant. It was absolutely not major.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh.
So, what does significant do?
You
done.
get a minor. Additionally, you gain 1 skill point.
Sweet.
Ooh.
I'm strongly considering swapping out Rapport and Provoke just so I can lay some verbal smackdown on Milk.
I can move things. You can move things with a skill point, right?
You can move them up a level with a skill point.
Yeah, fight at +5.
All right. So, I need 1 more skill point to make.
Yep, and that is legal.
Is the
Additionally,
word
if you
exploded?
have a severe consequence, it begins healing.
Oh, that's good.
Can I make
If
one
it hadn't
of my,
already.
Can I make a mediocre skill an average a +1?
Yeah, you can add a new +1 for your skill point.
Okay. I can either do that or I can make rapport 5, which would make me even more OP with working with Paulina.
See, I think I had a skill point stored already. Like last time, I just stored it.
So basically, my moderate becomes a mild, and my big becomes a moderate. It's healing.
No.
I keep forgetting how that works.
If it's not marked as healing, it is now marked as healing.
Ah, okay, got it.
Okay, I'm making rapport 5, and that way I can start bringing other things up.
But my severe was marked as recovering, so then it becomes something else.
If it was marked as recovering at the previous significant milestone, then it is gone.
Oh, nice. So now I just got my moderate that's healing. Okay.
But I believe you got that from healing.
Does anybody remember how I got the 4 will stress?
Do you have Will 3 or higher?
No, I don't. Oh, I have will 1.
Yeah, if you
Oh, you got stress. It's just you don't have that.
So if you don't have will, then you have your will 3 and will 4 locked off to you. It's not that they're checked; it's that they don't exist for you.
Oh, okay.
If you have will at all, your 3 is unlocked. If you have
Okay.
will at 3, your 4 is unlocked.
Okay,
Very
makes sense. Okay, cool. And that's proper.
The question is, where the wall exploded, was that where the Charmer and Sunflora were?
You could spend a fate point to make it that.
You mean to make it not that?
Oh! Fuse. I don't know what to do with this. I theoretically put it in your capable hands, but this city's really clean, yeah?
Yes.
Until we showed up.
Strike has the quality, dirt makes me glow. I think you could reverse engineer that to say a lack of dirt leads to a lack of glow, or a lack of satisfaction, happiness, whatever you want to interpret it as. Fate point for some sort of dissatisfaction.
That is probably a thing I could do.
Okay.
We've been dealing with Grumpy Strike, but we can't tell because he doesn't intone anything.
So I'll say that the Charmer and Sunflora are like pretty close to where that was. Like you see them like off to the side, both lying on the ground, just covered in cake frosting.
He's
Ugh.
gonna be the one to talk with the Emperor.
Uh, the 201st item on the list: cake frosting. Necessary.
It's like, it's technically not blinking, but please stop doing that with your eye.
Got some frosting in your throat.
Did the cremator even do anything?
No.
It existed. Is that not enough?
He shot some cream.
Fuse, literally verbatim. Like when Winnie asks, "Can you shoot the cake frosting onto the windshield?" You said again, verbatim, the line I was thinking. I'm like, yes, thank you. He said, I can shoot it anywhere you want. I'm like, yes. Of course, that's what he would say.
I'm just imagining this cremator guy as just being like Aaron from Undertale, just like whipping contest. Phrasing. Anyway, that didn't. Whatever.
And on that note, I'm gonna
Anyway.
end the stream.
That's not. Well, then.
See y'all next time.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah.
I still feel bad for kind of overtaking the story again.